we
when we start
are
the stream.
live. Thank you everyone for coming to session 10 of Twitch D&D. Number 10.
Holy shit, session 10.
A milestone already, yes. Feels like it's been longer and shorter than that at the same time somehow.
Yeah.
We are here at session 10. We are picking up where we left off last session at the Blood Bowl game. Decided to spend the last day of the Festag watching the annual Blood Bowl game that they have on the last day of the Festag each year. It's like a special exhibition match. That doesn't count towards the normal season. You guys had either gotten your way into John Ralphio's booth that he has with his family in the proper manner, or fought your way in. Like V and was it? And Kieran, sorry, V and Kieran did. Eventually finding the rest of the party. You guys were all up in the booth, the special booth. The game is about to start. The only party member missing is Vanny, who is currently at another frat party. Again, having a party of her own instead of joining the party at the Blood Bowl game. Before we get on with the Blood Bowl game, Cameron?
Ah, yes. Time for some more advertising. Now, before today, we already had our advertising ready to go. Today's sponsor was supposed to be broccoli, cauliflower's hot cousin. However, today we suffered a great loss in Canada. Norm Macdonald died today. So our marketing department got on the phone real quick, wanted to capitalize off death like, any...
Wow, make it sound terrible. No.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
We're horrible people. Let's be very honest. But
I had nothing to do with.
You had nothing to do with it. Derek had everything to do with it.
Just gonna Google
but
Norm
today,
Macdonald.
Really, John?
You'll recognize his voice if you listen to the clip. SNL.
Today's episode is sponsored by Turd Ferguson.
Yes.
It's a funny name.
Nice.
It's a funny name.
It's a funny name.
Thank you, Cameron.
I worked very hard on drawing this for your support, for your enjoyment, Derek.
It's lovely, Cameron.
I love it.
I worked very hard.
That's
very good.
In the amount of time you had to prepare that, I'm very impressed.
Yes.
It's a funny name.
Bravo. I salute you.
Thank you.
In the typical Canadian way. By dousing myself in maple syrup.
He's from Quebec as well.
He's from Quebec City.
If the estate of Norm Macdonald is watching, I'm sorry.
We send our condolences.
I'm sorry, don't sue me.
Don't sue us. We're paying tribute to Norm Macdonald. Wonderful man.
We make no money off this, don't sue us.
Alright, so now the sponsors out of the way. The Blood Bowl game is about to start. You guys have received your food and drink if you've ordered any. You can go to the front of the booth. Is basically a balcony leading over the rest of the stands with some chairs for you to sit closer to the game. Underneath, if you were into the room where the main door is that you entered in, is where there's the bar, there's a couple of stools and seating areas, some tables to eat and drink either in between the rounds of the intermission or before and after the game. But the game is about to start. You can serve all your things. Is there anything you'd like to do before the game starts?
I would like to ritual cast Unseen Servant so that he may feed me instead of me physically using my hands to eat.
Typical.
Understandably. Yep. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Remember correctly, that bastard's name is Unseen Servant
Gregory.
Yes. This is why I take the notes.
Can we?
V is going to reach into the cooler, beer, sit by next to John Rolfe and just crack it and watch the game.
Cracking a cold one with the boys.
Exactly.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Alright. Anyone else?
Craig's
mean,
still a nervous mess in the corner.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit with Craig.
There.
I'll pretty much like try and give him company, but try to urge him, hey, let's go watch this weird sports game.
Remind me
Yeah,
what's wrong
sports
with
team.
Craig?
Pardon?
Remind me what's wrong with Craig?
Stinksack opened his mouth again.
Daddy issues.
So now he's in hot water with his mom.
Oh. Beer.
Yes.
In Stinksack's defense.
No.
No.
No. No.
Yes.
End of sentence. Moving on. End of
Maybe
sentence. Moving
misunderstood
on.
a situation.
Maybe.
Well, you said the words, you make the consequences.
No, he doesn't make the consequences. I make the consequences.
He makes the situation. You make the consequences. Actually, your mom's making the consequences.
You suffer the consequences.
I
Why are we
I
saying
su-
makes
Wait.
consequences? When is that
I
ever a
don't
grammatical
know.
thing that anyone
Somebody-
ever says?
Because
Somebody
he
said
made
it and I was-
consequences happen for Craig.
He's going to suffer those made consequences.
Exactly.
Connor's just like, I hate this grammar, incorrect grammar. Stop.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.
Stop about grammar.
I wondered what's written.
You dare speak to me about grammar?
So the
So
game
what
Kieran
happened?
says,
I wanted to know.
Kieran says it comes in pints to someone.
take it off the
Gotta get
bingo.
one-
If you have Lord of the Rings reference,
God,
it comes to bites.
V just goes, I understood that. I understood that reference.
I get that reference.
Who's
Um,
Regis?
Another bingo card. So the game starts. If you guys make your way to the balcony or not, if not, you can hear the stadium erupts in roaring and cheering, basically signaling the start of the game or the teams emerging onto the pitch. You guys want to make your way to the balcony to watch the game. So exactly, I don't know if you want to drag the plate of pterodon wings you have with you. It's
I
about
will.
the three of them on the plate weigh almost as much as you do. So it's dragging
So,
and like,
yeah.
scraping along the floor to make it to the balcony.
That's fine. That's fine, yeah.
On the balcony itself, like I said, there's a couple of places to sit, some chairs, and some stools right along the edge, so that you can sit on that to like, get a down view of the game. The stools being high enough so that smaller characters can sit on them and see clearly. And walking out onto the balcony, beautiful, bright, sunny day. Kind of shield your eyes. You've been in like the shade most of this time. But you look around and you see this massive coliseum, this massive stadium holding thousands of attendees, and it's packed to capacity. Knowing if you are from Altdorf, this is a very special event, the Festag. It usually draws this kind of crowd. Looking down at the pitch, you can see from the two opposing tunnels are the teams emerging. The one you're closest to, you're kind of not in the middle, but maybe off to the side a little bit, getting a nice diagonal spot looking at the field. It's actually a really good booth, really nice seats. You can see the
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. The Reekland Reavers, which is the Altdorf home team. A human-based team. Each team in Blood Bowl is based on the race and or faction that you're a part of. So this is the human team that represents Altdorf. They come on with this like very nice royal blue garb, their uniform. As well, you can see the glint of their shoulder pads, their football equipment is made of metal. It's actually metal armor. Which, for today's football standards, it's not like really tough plastic. They're basically almost like in full plate on the field, and they seem a bit off. But it's par for the course, for those of you who know the game.
That would be incredibly loud. They just make me like a whole like marching band walking in.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see the one-man band following behind them, and you got the whole set.
Yeah, there's a band on the side. There's cheerleaders for the team as well. There's a huge spectacle of the team. They come out, and there's like streamers that get launched into the air. Some fireworks go off at the same time. And just one of the most grandest schemes you've ever seen in your lives. Except for maybe Vanny, but she's not there. Only because she's lived so long.
Granny's getting turned.
On the opposing side, start
Mystery
against
team.
the blue colors of the Reikland Reavers. The Reikland Reavers, if not said properly. Come out to much, I'm sure, to Stinksack's amusement and joy, are a host of greenskins. And similarly, are well-armored, heavy metal armor with red uniforms and tabards on. I forget the name of the team. Give me a second here. They are the Gouged Eye.
Hey, the gouged eye, just like Stinksack.
Just like Stinksack. That is a call to their god, who is missing. One of them, because there's two of their gods. One of them, they're both missing an eye. So the Gouged Eye is a hearken call to their god. As they emerge from their tunnel on the opposing side, much to the boozing clamoring of the crowd. Really, there's been a rivalry for years between these two teams. So having it on the anniversary of the 15th year is very fitting to see this kind of game. I mean, you're going to be in for a good game. As they emerge from the tunnel, it's not just a collection, there's orcs and goblins on the same team together, whereas on the human side it's just humans.
John Ruffy was wondering if I boo this team, is that considered racist?
No, because everyone else is doing it.
Absolutely not. Everything is allowed in Blood Bowl.
Exactly. Is it okay? If other people are doing it too? Yeah. There you go.
Would I know whether the Gouged Eye is allied to my goddess? Or an enemy of? Or...
So the Gouged Eye isn't necessarily the name of the god himself. It's Gork and Mork. It's two of them.
Oh, I see.
Which are the patron deities of the Greenskins. And you just know that they're generally opposed to, but disliked, don't get along with the other god, like the other deities.
Accepted gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because their Gork is like cunning and sneaky, and Mork is very like brute, or vice versa. I forget which one it is. So do some orcs.
It's vice versa.
It's vice versa. It switches depending on who you ask and when you ask them.
That's true.
They give you a different answer the next day too. So it turns out because of the way that they are, even to each other, other gods are a little put off by their antics. But the Greenskins love that. It's the chaos. They love it. So the team, they both come onto the pitch. The referees of the games are also goblins. They run around in the little referee uniforms with baseball caps, and the whistles are about the size of their heads. And very comical as they run around the field. They meet center pitch, and you can see that one player from each team move forward. You hear the crowd cheering as they see it, like, Grimston, I love you! As the captain pulls off his helmet for the human team. His long, flowing blonde hair, he kind of gives a little whoosh in the air as he walks out to meet the orc captain, and they kind of have a little meeting in the middle. Those of you who know the game, they're probably deciding who will start first. Here it is.
John Ruff is gonna whisper to V. It's like, I know that guy's hairdresser, and according to him, he's a dick.
Wait, which one are you pointing at?
The one with the
red
long
team,
flowing
the orcs?
hair.
Okay, I just go, yeah, he looks like an asshole.
It looks like one. You can tell. After a few moments, you see that they're talking, the three of them, the referee and the two captains. There's some debilitation, and then, the human team captain goes, yes, motion, and then walks away. The orc captain looks a little unimpressed and walks away as well. So you can decide that you can determine that the start of the game, who's going to be kicking to who, has been decided. The game starts, proceeds as any other football game would. For those of you watching and you in the party with your player knowledge, except it is about 10 times more brutal. It doesn't quite work more like football as it does rugby, whereas if the ball falls on the ground, it's not necessarily an end of the play. So you see they catch the ball from the kickoff, he passes it to another player, he goes to run forward, and just an orc just picks up the human and actually breaks his spine over his knee. And throws the human over to the side and picks up the ball, and then drops it because he's clumsy, and then gets flying kicked in the mouth by another human player. And it's essentially just a melee with a football involved.
Cool.
Immediately stands up, screams, grabs his beer, and throws it. Oh, come on! That was a foul! You piece of shit!
You see the human player that did a little flying kick pick up the ball and do a little deke around the orc that's kind of holding his jaw and cracks it back in place and starts chasing after him. As the human player goes to make a dodge, one of the goblins goes in and just like tackles him at his knees and pulls out a dagger and stabs him in the thigh.
You'll never walk again!
The referee blows his whistle and goes to call a foul, but then one of the other goblins jumps on top of his head, and they both start punching and fighting each other. And the game continues.
I can imagine them just
Cool.
like fighting like this. They're like, eh.
V turns towards Tinksuck. How do you say asshole in Goblin?
Askoga.
Askoga! He just yells out to the two goblins.
I think, well,
That means superheroes.
The party's a little conflicted right now. Most of the team's going for probably the Reavers. First Tinksuck's like, yeah!
I think if Craig is watching, you can see Iris being horribly mortified by watching all this carnage happen. It's like all these things. Is he allowed to do that? Oh, God.
Yeah,
Is he allowed to actually do that?
Technically, no, but if they can't call the foul, then it's... like, if the ref can't call the foul, then the foul didn't happen, technically, in the eyes of the law.
Wait, what's a foul? Are you talking about, like, they have to find a chicken? In this whole... They're trying to call where the chicken is?
No, you see, if a tree falls in a forest and the two goblins are being a shit of the referee, the tree really falls.
I mean, if they're both there and they heard the trees, so yeah, they would hear it.
Alright, let's say they do something illegal on the field, but if the ref doesn't see it or can't report it, it doesn't matter.
As you're describing
This is what
this,
I'm
you're
saying.
talking about
When
the ref.
John Ralphio says that, V is just like, that has to be the smartest thing I've heard him say since I met him.
As you're talking about whether to call a foul or not, a second goblin referee jumps in, and they both start beating the shit out of the goblin that was trying to interfere with the ref in the first place.
Hey, come on! That's illegal!
The human player is grabbing his thigh that's not bleeding profusely, and screaming in pain on the pitch, as the goblin who has it picks up the ball and starts dipping in like through legs and stuff as human players are trying to tackle him, but like overshooting it, or like they go to tackle at the ground and he dips out of the way. Very nimble small creature, until finally the captain comes up and punts the goblin, still holding the ball. A good like 15-20 yards ahead. He gives him a fucking boot, and then follows up with it and picks up the ball. The goblin's still kind of clinging onto it.
Does he go over the football post? Like,
Not
as an
that
actual
far. Not that
No,
far.
unfortunately.
No, we're counting points. The goblin's still clinging onto the ball as the captain picks it up, and he kind of punches down breaking the goblin's nose as it rolls into the ground and he keeps running through. The human captain just like dips, dodges, ducks, dives his way through the entire team, basically making them look like a bunch of fools, and eventually makes his way to the end and scores a touchdown for the human team.
V is just cheering on.
The whole
Remind me
stadium
what
is
the
locked.
objective is of this entire game?
Point.
If you ever
The,
find out, let me
he
know. I
uses-
still don't know shit.
V just goes and like what is it? Minor illusions, like a big sign that's like "Go humans." It's just like
Go Reavers,
That's used
go!
to that spell. That's used
and, like every 6 seconds, it's like changing with like a little like cheering icon on it.
Oh my god.
Also,
Yeah.
is it weird that I'm a half orc, but I'm in like the Reaver's colors?
It is.
You're like the
You
middleman
stick out
of
like a
everything.
sore thumb.
You might even recognize that there's a couple of half orcs on the orc team as well. Not too many though, like maybe 1 or 2. It's mostly orcs and goblins full blooded. So the
I don't
Reaver
belong
score.
to either of them.
The orcish team looks a little dejected. The stadium is shaking with the amount of excitement from the fans. As you see, on the opposite side, there's a scoreboard. As you see another goblin kind of like crawling up of it and pulling down the numbers and putting the number up to change it manually. To update the score, the human team is leading. Leading up to the intermission, there's a lot of back and forth between the teams. You're pretty sure you see someone else die. They get tackled and they twist it in a way that you're like, I don't think that's how the body works. And they stop moving. So you can only assume that the person is dead. As the play continues, as there's just a corpse on the field. As there's like, it's not just like as in normal football games where there's like 2 or 3 refs. There's like a dozen of them as they're swarming around the sidelines, making sure they're trying to catch stuff. As the play leaves the corpse kind of thing, a couple of goblins run up and they drag the human corpse off the field and bring it to the dugout of the human team. You see they lay his body beside the guy who's nursing his leg that got stabbed. The teams go back and forth. They both each score a couple of times, so the humans still retain a lead, but it's only by 1 touchdown.
How far are we from the human dugout?
Yeah.
Far. You're up in like so
We're in
it's
the lodge.
like stadium going up, and then it's like the individual booths on the top ring of the stadium. So you can still see clearly enough because you still need to be close enough to see with the naked eye.
So would I be able to pelt a beer can from where we are to the human dugout to try to hit the guy to see if he reacts?
What's the max range on your shurikens?
2060.
60? No, you're a bit farther than 60.
What if I throw it? with my strength.
Not by strength, unfortunately, it's max range.
What
But I like
if
what you're
I
thinking.
shoot? What if I shoot an arrow?
I would not recommend that.
Oh lord.
However,
Oh
I'm
lord.
just trying to like hit him to see if he moves. I'm not trying to kill
Oh,
him.
I thought you meant the one with the bleeding leg. I was gonna put him out of his misery.
No, I was trying to see if the other guy's alive.
Put back.
Bill,
can you make me a medicine check, Craig?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I assume
He's
they'll
dead.
do something about that.
No, he's dead. He's not coming back. He was weak. You don't know the
He's
rules of the
whining
game
for
like
the
I do.
field.
I
I didn't need your I didn't need. I saw you roll the dice, and I knew like no, he's dead. He is unmoving. He's in the dugout, maybe unconscious, probably dead based on the way that he turned. You swear you could have heard, based on your passive perception, his spine breaking from up where you guys are sitting.
God,
Not great.
brutal.
Adding it up, you're pretty sure you can tell that he's not going to make it. Though you know that coming to these games, it's a likely occurrence. They have a cleric on hand that can heal these players, probably bring them back from the dead, maybe not.
Okay.
But you see that like
caution, does he have like?
Depends on their sponsors have enough gold to raise dead.
They do. This
Yes.
is, like I said, this is the
It's
Altdorf
the final,
Home
of course they have.
Are they a small market team or big market?
Sponsors,
team?
you say?
Essentially, they're the Toronto Maple Leafs of the Blood Bowl world.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, largest market, infinite money, except they actually win games.
Who
Start
are
off
the
is gonna point out
Habs?
we went to a game
Well-
once where the losing team won by going to the scoreboard and switching the names in the middle of the match.
Oh my god.
Who's the team?
What?
Sorry?
Wait, they resurrect dead players?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's good to know. If ever one of us dies.
Um,
We just like
right
what
to
it
the
If you
Blue
play
Jays.
for the Blood Bowl team,
Now that we know the Reavers are the Leafs, who are the Habs?
Craig. V looks at Craig.
Yeah, yeah.
You look like you could, fend yourself well in a Blood Bowl match. White never struck you as a type, really? You never felt like?
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not.
know?
Like I can
Don't
fight,
you
and
think
stuff,
he's a
but I'm
bit-
not. I'm not particularly like violent and stuff. Like
Are you sure about that? I
Mm.
saw you literally murder a spirit monster that attacked us with your bare
are you
hands.
sure about that?
no, but that was like self-defense and everything. Like it was a spirit monster that attacked us in the middle of the woods, and I was like, well, it's either me or the thing that's already technically dead. So I guess finish the job.
They're not dead. They're very much alive.
Is there a... No, there isn't. I'm...
Undead.
Forest spirits?
Yeah.
Very much alive.
Yeah, is there an undead team in Blood Bowl?
There is.
There is. Would we know about it?
Yeah.
Craig
you
would
go-
Craig would know about it for sure, right?
So that's when you just told them that you had discovered a white in the forest. Dimitri kind of like shrugged it off because he's like, "Yeah, that happens." It's well known that the of all the states in the empire that still exist, being that the 3-4 northernmost ones that still have not been recovered or reestablished in the 15 years, Slovenia, which is the state that has the undead, the vampire counts is the name of the faction, is still alive and well. In being that they're still a very prosperous state, they're part of the empire as a state. After the Battle of Middenheim 15 years ago, there was a truce made between the men of the empire and Slovenia in terms of they want to...
I'm sorry. What's the name of the vampire area?
Slovenia.
Or this is trans erasure, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Look, Will's face.
I'm dead. Done. Done.
Yeah.
What?
Oh. Okay. I right-clicked and went to kick you from the Discord, but it didn't work, so you're lucky. Maybe because I didn't
You have
click
been
it properly.
spared this time.
The Discord gods smile upon you for your shitty pun.
That's terrible.
Oh my god.
I need a moment to process that.
We'll circle back on that. So Slovenia is the area where the vampire counts reside. They've signed a truce with the humans of the Empire. So yes, they have their own Blood Bowl team and play regularly against the team of the Empire. There's usually a league every year where multiple teams from each of... There's not just one human team. There's a human team from most of the main cities that still exist. There's a couple of Bretonian teams. There's an elf team for each of the 3 sub-factions. There's an orcish team. There's even, to be rumored, and you haven't seen them play before, even Craig hasn't, but there is a Khemri football team, Blood Bowl team, but they haven't been come up to play. For those who are unfamiliar who Khemri are, they're basically ancient Egypt but undead. One of the coolest looking Warhammer armies, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'll have to look that up.
they have a team, but like,
No
This
one's
is not
seen them
me
play.
saying- This is not me saying it. This is my buddy Tanner saying it. He says he saw them play once, but they weren't that good on the grass because they practice in sand and it's a different texture, so that's why they don't come back anymore, because they lost embarrassingly because they can't do grass.
Camry.
I don't think he's telling the truth, but
Blood Bowl team can't play on grass. Added to the campaign notes as Cam.
Yeah.
Is there a halfling team?
There is.
Hey.
Actually, in the game of Blood Bowl, there's a halfling team too.
Right.
Legitimately. And yeah, they play right out of the moot. They have their own team. And they compete in the league as well. They don't do too well, being that they're the team full of halflings.
tiny and about the size of the ball, and we just saw a goblin get.
But going for the whole Tolkien lore thing, because obviously any fantasy world rips off Tolkien, the halflings ally themselves with tree men to play Blood Bowl. And so you'll have like a host of halflings on a team and just like a tree man, and that's their best player.
Yeah, he was pretty good until a stray goblin brought fire onto the pitch, and then that was a bad thing.
Oh.
It was one of my favourite moments, actually.
V is gonna ask. Sorry. He's gonna ask Stinksag if he thinks his team is gonna win.
It knows it. Look at it. We're already
Knows
winning.
it. I'll bet you 5 crowns it won't.
5 crowns. Are you poor? 10 crowns.
Let's make it 20.
You guys have
Very well.
crowns? I just have gold and silver.
I don't know what it is.
If
Yeah,
you take out a
I
gold
pull
That's
piece,
the name of the currency. 1 crown is 1 gold piece.
Oh.
Got it.
so you pull out a gold piece, you can see on one side is a crown on the gold piece, and the other side is the face of the Emperor, Karl
Got
Franz.
it.
Oh.
Zach spits in his hand and throws it out.
Shake
Wait,
your
are we
head.
betting?
Oh no.
Don Rafa heard money, now he's interested.
They're betting. I'm just enjoying the game.
Don Rafa, you want to in on the bet?
Human side is gonna win. About 100 gold.
Yes.
100 crowns.
Oh my god.
It's just money I'm in. I throw my hand out to shake.
And now
Rafa's
Will
hand.
is tempted to re-script.
Hold that thought. So, 100
Alright.
gold.
Well, I have portents. I'm just gonna let you know.
Oh no.
B.
You're gonna cheat?
Yeah, but I know what your portents are.
Yes.
Yes.
They're not that good.
They're absolutely
B
out.
gives a look to the wizard. You know this to be a fact, right?
The human being.
Fine, because he just was at the other 80
Gold
crowns.
on the
Oh my
orcs.
God.
100 crowns on the human team.
Okay.
Hold on. Here.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Is Will talking?
No, I was waiting for you to finish that. Are you gonna take that bet? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take-
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So
Oh my god, this is gonna end badly.
Poorly.
I can't
Next
wait.
act's gonna be rich.
So there's 200
Gonna owe 200
that the humans win. 200 if the orcs win. So ways I see it, if the orcs win, the other gets 200 more gold, and if not, then the other two players get 100 each from Stingsack.
Yes. That's right.
Okay.
Yes. Wait,
Two.
do you even have that kind of money?
Too late. You shook on it. Let's do some rolls.
Zach just looks up at you and smiles.
What is the score coming out of halftime? Just
the human team is leading by 1 touchdown.
B leans in close to Steaksack and he says, "You don't have it. I'm taking that fancy cart of yours."
Stinksack looks at him, wide-eyed, and just runs over to the balcony and goes, "Come on, get it!"
Well, he just gets up. Come on!
Once he's gone, Craig, before he goes over to follow Six Craig leans over to be like, "Are you gonna burn it?"
No.
Uh,
Shit.
I'll make it my back.
Terrible. You guys just like run to the balcony, start cheering. It's still halftime. So there's like some weird like show going on, and like the crowd kind of like, looks up at you that's nearby, like why you guys are fucking hooting and hollering.
and in the midst of being confused, why two guys are yelling, Justin Timberlake unveils the titty.
As soon as like any member of the crowd just gives me a weird look, B looks back. What the fuck are you looking at? He just keeps on like encouraging it.
They all start cheering at you as like you're yelling at them too. It's just rambunctious bunch.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Iris is very awkward through this whole thing. She is trying to understand why they should be cheering on people murdering each other, and she's just quietly eating her vegetables.
It's not so much. It's not so much about the accidental fact that sometimes people get killed here. It's more of the camaraderie of coming behind for a team of people, in a sport that you can put all your attention into, so you don't have to focus on the minutia of life, like the fact that you owe alimony and you haven't had a job in 3 years. But yeah, your team's winning.
Are you okay?
Just like,
I just like watching heads roll.
Iris is just like listening, like trying to listen, and she doesn't. She gets like that look that she's trying to understand, but she doesn't understand. She's like, okay.
Because sometimes it's better to focus on an external thing than focus on the internal.
Okay.
Derek, I approve of the group name change. Session 10, Session 0 for the Blood Bowl campaign.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting from that scene from Batman where Bane shows up at the stadium.
And we're just like, no, I have money on this game.
But maybe not this time.
Come on.
Maybe not this time.
We shall see.
I could have done it. It would have been really cool, but you said something, so now I can't. Because it's less cool.
Yeah. All right.
That's my bad.
Sorry.
That's
Damn
my
it.
bad. I apologize.
Damn it.
And I'll just keep having Blood Bowl games, and you'll be like, is it time? Is it this time? Is it this time? And then I never do it. So during the intermission, you guys are making your bets and stuff like that. The steward comes back in and asks you guys if you would like any refills, any more snacks, something to enjoy during the intermission.
I order another mead, but I also order a glass of water, like a lot of water, because I think she needs to be. She has a feeling that something bad is gonna happen.
God, you're so
With
responsible.
With the three guys who are betting.
Gambling?
This waitress is
Amongst friends? Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah.
this waitress is a human, correct?
Correct.
Oh boy.
Never mind.
Kieran will have another pint.
Comes in pints. Yes, she will pour you a pint of beer on the counter. She puts out like a pitcher of water.
Regular pint or a halfling pint?
Isn't that just a half
Either
pint?
pint.
It's just is that just a half pint? So not a pint. No, it's a pint. It's a full pint. And it's like nice big tankard as well. Kind of like the pressing forward.
John Ralphio orders a. It's a very expensive drink. It's basically tequila with gold flakes in it, and it tastes absolutely like shit.
They have
It's
it.
sparkling.
So you chose
Yeah,
to see
sparkling.
you and she's like, oh, expensive taste.
Because
Sparkling.
Because he's the
Why
kind of
is-
idiot who would order that.
It's a
Why
sparkling
is it
golden
sparkling?
tequila.
If you really stop and think about it, you can taste the gold. So you actually serve
Is
that drink.
tequila like lizard man made or something in Warhammer? Is
Well,
it?
it has to come from the agave
Stop
plant.
bringing
Right?
Technically,
your
like
own
lizards
world
live in
over
South
here.
America equivalent.
Stop bringing your world into this, Benjamin.
Well, because no,
No,
technically,
I
I
stole
brought.
from this world.
Yeah, we brought this
Yeah.
world into his with the lizardman
I'm not
character with the
bringing-
Croxagore.
The original.
God damn it.
Well,
Bingo card.
you guys know how you hate the Croxagore in the other campaign, right?
Yes.
You know there's more than one in this world, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. They come in dozens. Yeah, so she'll distribute the drinks. Like tequila, yeah, I guess because it has to grow in a more tropical climate. Yeah, it would come from further south. Maybe on the borders
like
of the
that.
desert.
I like that a lot.
It's imported. It's
He's
only
gonna-
drunk by stupid rich white
It's
boys.
very expensive. Yes, it's imported from Lustria, which is essentially like South America. It's across the sea in the southern part of the world, and completely only inhabited now by lizardmen, because they killed everyone else and kicked everything else out 15 years ago and haven't had much contact since, except for some traders that go to the ports there to trade that are allowed to.
And it's just like nobody likes the drink, so they added gold flakes to it, and now everybody loves it.
Because it's more of a status thing. You sip it, you're like, I'm rich.
To be fair,
God, that
that's just
reminds
the
me of
fa-
my 18th where I took a Jaeger bomb and it was soda gross.
To be fair, Will, that's just the face rich people make all the time.
All right, we lost the NFL, the NHL as sponsors, and now Jaeger bombs. Jägermeister. We're
Who's gonna-
losing a lot of sponsors opportunities.
Right.
Well,
How are
no.
they getting
No,
money
no, no,
now?
no, no, no.
No, it's not Jaeger we lost, it's Goldschlager we just lost. There's a difference.
Well, when we
Why
get
not
them, because we're
both?
kind of talking about Goldschlager, even though it's not tequila technically, but, you know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but
Tomato, tomato.
oh, it's got gold flakes in it, it tastes like shit.
Goldschlager doesn't taste like shit. It tastes like regret, but it doesn't taste like shit.
It tastes like cinnamon shit.
Cinnamon and regret, yes.
I really picture the party talking this with the lady that brings the drinks, you know?
She's just trying to serve you guys. You won't shut the fuck up. So she's like, "What can I get you?" You guys talking about gold flakes and like importing from Lustria, and and we won't get any sponsors. She's like, "What are you?"
Take the
what?
crown and shave it into my drink, please.
You can't. You can't. It's like bites a gold. You can't shave. What?
No, you need like specific.
a
You
knife
need specific
and shave
shave.
it.
No, you can't just shave gold with a knife, bro. You need like specific refinery tools to like get that gold and just go.
He just like pulls out his dagger and a gold piece as he starts shaving it like an onion.
Kind of like ogres.
Zach looks mega nervous during this conversation. He's just focused, eye lasered on the field.
With a number appearing around his head as he's calculating the
The second half of the game starts. You guys are arguing about your various antics and your drinks at the bar, and you hear the crowd start roaring again, signaling the start of the second half. You guys make your way back to the balcony. The teams come back out of their tunnels once more. The few players missing from the original roster that first started the game. You can see that those that were injured in the dugouts are not there anymore. They've probably been taken to a temple to be healed, or just back to the traveling bus that the orcs came here to spend the rest of the game. But they come back on and they start the second half. Because you guys put money on it, I'm going to make some rolls to determine
It's
who's
no longer a cutscene. It is now.
Oh, big money.
Money on mummies!
I'll make a couple of rolls, and then I'm going to have you guys make your bets, do a couple of rolls, kind of make it a little spicy.
Can I portent these?
Spicy.
Well, I have portents.
Okay.
What is the range on Portent?
There's
As
no
long as I
range.
can see it.
You can see it's bullshit. That's what it is.
It is.
Now,
It's anything I can see.
Well, hold on. Maybe Stinksack has something.
now I'm going to roll these
I'm not.
anonymously, Derek. Do you want to tell me which one you want to give me the numbers for?
Oh, okay. How many are you rolling?
I have 5 dice here.
First two.
The first two?
Yeah.
Oh my.
What does Portents do? It changes the rolls to
It
whatever.
basically makes it roll whatever I say it'll roll.
It's cool. I didn't know that.
It's really good when you have to face off against the boss monsters. They're great.
Or if they have to make a save.
Oh, wait, he can decide for what?
Yeah.
What kind of wizard
Yeah,
is that?
like I have to
Commander?
decide at that
Divination.
moment. It's like, okay, like at this moment.
So these first two are going to be, it's a 9 and a 10, right?
Yes. You don't tell them that.
Don't worry
You
about it.
already told us.
Yeah.
Alright, so you want to give that to the enemy team.
Yes.
Didn't specify.
This is out of character, of course. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Now, I think there should be an intelligence check for John Ralphio to know which team he's actually trying to. Because I don't know if he actually does in character.
Intelligence, you said? Well, it would be, there's no straight up intelligence, but that would be a 22.
Okay. You're using your powers, maybe not quite knowingly. You're not quite aware of how they work. You just usually blind luck is what it's been thus far in your life. But you kind of feel like you're channeling that luck or misfortune to either of the teams. You're not sure which.
This has been the greatest
Yeah.
use of portent ever.
V is trying to get the crowd to do a wave.
Wave. As you do
Yeah.
that, can you give me a roll, please? Just a flat d20 roll.
No. Oh, I can't use my charisma?
Nope.
God damn it, I should use a portent on that!
Okay. Flat D20.
Yep.
Go. That's a 9, Governor.
A 9. Okay.
A 9. Yeah. Oh, come on, you bastards! Let's go!
You successfully do a wave. It's a bit all over the place, but you get the stadium to do it.
Put the spirit in it! Just grab some beer, Jules.
I'm gonna have to roll that one first.
It's
actually.
totally a hooligan.
There's a perfect wave between me, Gregory, and V. The problem is Gregory's invisible.
You know he did the wave properly, but no one else does. Derek, can you roll me another flat 20, please?
That was a 10.
Okay.
Alright, there's hope, there's hope.
Okay. It's exactly the last roll.
Like, if this goes good, I'll buy you a new pair of short shorts.
Just say juicy on
Gosh.
the ass.
Straight 20?
Straight 20. 13.
Oh my god.
Can't see. 13. Great.
Okay. So that's...
He is just like, no.
Right.
Oh, but never financially recover from this.
Shorts.
So it's gonna
I
be
had to kill a
1,
basement
2,
for this money. Come on.
3. 1, 2. All right. Game goes back and forth. And each
Well,
team...
just let me know real quick whose face I should Photoshop on the, I'm never gonna financially recover from this meme.
V.
You'll see in a second.
I have a question. What happens if the game ends in a draw?
Almost happened. We go to overtime.
Blood
We
bowl.
go to overtime. So the game goes back and forth. Bodies are broken. Blood is spilled. A referee is killed in the process.
Oh dear.
And the teams just go back and forth. Each team scores 3 more touchdowns. And as the clock winds
God
down,
damn.
the Orcs, right at the goal line to make a touchdown, to tie the game up because they're down a touchdown. They snap the ball. They go for a pass. They fake. They go for a running play. As the ball's handed off to their star running back. Blitzes through the middle of the line to try to get to the touchdown.
He's a thoroughbred, he's a thoroughbred.
The team
He is
captain
screaming, no!
of the human
No,
team,
I
Griff.
tried a portrait, it doesn't work anymore.
You're like, look! Nothing happens. As he's breaking through the human defense to score the touchdown, the human captain,
Slide, slide!
Griff Overwald, runs in with an uppercut, knocks out the orc running back, and recovers the ball as the ref blows the whistle to end the game.
Oh!
Your hairdresser
just,
wants
like-
to have sex with you!
As he spikes the
Wait,
ball
so
on the
did we win? I
ground.
got confused.
The human team
my.
picks him up and starts cheering with him on their shoulders. The human team wins with a final score of 7-6.
V just like grabs John Raphael. Yeah!
Never looked so quiet.
Someone pours Gatorade on the
In your
team.
face.
Dude, madness.
The stadium is an absolute madhouse. The foundation of the stadium is rumbling with fans jumping and screaming and clapping and cheering. They're shaking each other. They're throwing things onto the pitch. They're losing it.
Oh, that was shit. Time to
That
go
was
quest.
great.
Oi.
Gotta make that money back. All right.
Oh man.
So, due to the bet, Tyler, you now owe V
200 gold.
and Raphael 100 gold
yeah.
piece.
How much have you got, Tyler?
So
Real
I
talk.
give V 100 gold pieces. There you go, V.
He takes the money, counts it, gives it back.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Just leaves.
Well, he's using your
I
mind.
fucking rolled the outcome of this game. You're gonna take his money.
He just goes. I
And you're
just
gonna like
wanted
it.
to see you sweat.
Oh, thank God, because I was about to rip off John Ralphio over there.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you,
speaking
man.
of, I want that money.
Ah, here you go. And I tossed him
man.
100 gold, the same gold that I was going to give.
What does that mean?
Oh, really?
I have now added 100 gold to my inventory.
There you go.
And
Tyler,
I will
what
remove
does that
it.
leave you at?
At least we had 26 gold. I did not have enough.
Oof.
Oh, I was about to barter John Ralphio some vials of basic potion, basic poison, and
Oh my god.
I was going to tell him that this crowbar it actually means a lot to my village, and it's a rare artifact. And
I'll
I
add
figured
that to
maybe
my
I would be able
parents'
to get away.
artifacts.
So,
Oh
you
my
know.
gosh.
Alright, what time is it, Will, now?
It's about supper time. It just took a majority of the afternoon for the festivities of the game itself. It's just about dinner. The sun's
Alright,
still up.
Craig figures he could go for 1 or 2 drinks, but he doesn't want to get wasted because he has to deal with familial issues.
It's the last day of the party.
Yep. Thank you, Stinksack, for putting that on the last
On our
day of the
way.
party.
As we like walk, like I'm assuming we're starting to like send out of the arena.
You in the booths can stay for a little bit longer past the rest of the game to finish up your drinks and your food if you'd like. But after maybe like 25-30 minutes, the student will come back in and be like, hey, it's time to start filing you guys out. So you have a bit of time.
Okay.
Oh, so
you can also
Iris-
leave right away. It's up to you guys.
As we leave, V just turns to the party. Might have knocked out one of the pushers on the way here. We should get on back.
You what?
Ole, ole.
No, that's not quite the chant.
Sing in, hot.
I was gonna say, yeah, isn't that the Hot Pocket commercial or like?
Yeah. Was this a Hot Pocket commercial?
Show my Hot Pocket.
It's transfer, whatever. Yeah.
No!
You like that?
No!
Yeah, I think you're like dancing away from Iris, and Iris like, well, this was an experience to be sure. I'm gonna go. What does this usher look like?
Probably knocked out.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Definitely give him a good crush.
Perhaps we can just sneak
Why
out
did
with
you-
the crowds.
Why did you
I
knock him
think
out?
That
You're
would be
invited
fun.
to
What?
He
the
didn't
No.
put him to sleep. As I
William,
point
no.
towards the halfling.
You did what?
Yeah, he failed to put him to sleep. We had to get in somehow.
You were invited. Why didn't you just tell them you were with us?
Stop asking you and your logic.
Logic.
There's getting in a mood for Blood Bowl, that's all.
Exactly, it's part of the culture. Right?
You-
As he turns
You
towards
have
Dixon.
some very odd
It's wrong.
culture.
Fans
was
can beat each
actually-
other up, but beating up the staff is frowned upon.
I was going to explain that actually these ushers probably just part of their regular routine, and it's part of their job hazards.
Do I believe him?
Are you lying?
I don't think so. I'm trying to tell the truth.
Doesn't know.
I'm trying.
Working at a Blood Bowl stadium, especially during a game like this, that tracks. It's if there's not at least like one death in the fan base
Oh dear.
as well. Yeah, like if the Orc team would have won, they would have like invaded the pitch and like killed an Orc player or something. It would have been fucking crazy. So
It's like European soccer.
essentially that level of like
Fandom.
not like fervor, like they're crazy. These fans are nuts, as expected. Craig knows.
Have players actually got into the ring and fought, or not fought, or just even played on
Well-
the field and just get
Well,
involved with it?
there was
Pitch
one-
invasions are
Asking-
commonplace.
Asking
Yeah,
out of
also-
character.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I thought you were in character because I was about to. Do
No, I
There's-
wasn't. I was just asking out of character.
There's like a rule in game. Every time there's a kickoff in the game, so whenever you score, you do another kickoff, like in football. In the actual game itself,
Mhm.
if you roll on each kickoff for an effect, like sometimes it's like, oh, like cheering fans, add your cheerleaders to your D6 roll, and if so, you get like a bonus to your team, kind of thing. There's like this like sub rule set in the game. One of those kickoff rules is throw a rock, where a fan throws a rock at one of your players and could potentially injure them. So you roll
Are
off
you
against the other
serious?
player. Yeah, you roll off against the
That's
other player.
hilarious.
Whoever gets the higher roll wins that roll. So the loser of that roll then picks one of their players on like a 2d6 because you only have 11 players on the pitch at once. So if you roll 12, you re-roll or you pick, and you roll. And that player that you roll, you're like, okay, I have to roll an injury roll now to see if they get like knocked out, or maybe if they have like an injury, they're rather for the game, or they might die.
The is like, what did you expect with the sport named Blood Sport?
Blood Bowl.
I mean, Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl. Sorry, I was thinking Blood Sport.
Bloodsport is a
Yeah.
character that you aspire
I think
to
like
be.
V.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Do you have too many beers? Are you drunk?
Definitely is.
It's I fucking love this game for a reason. Blood Bowl's fantastic.
It
We
is.
should try and play it at some point. It seems interesting.
It's like
Like I
advanced
said, session
chess.
0, Blood Bowl.
No.
Interesting.
um,
Well, it's good,
Hi, you
good
guys,
to know, though.
follow yourselves out as you're leaving and you're discussing and talking. Vanny, who has been preoccupied elsewhere
Right.
during all of this,
Welcome to the party, pal.
you're drinking and being merry.
Yeah.
Are you trying to recruit young men for your family?
Ignore its abduct,
my-
Will.
No.
No?
I'm
God.
partying.
You're partying. You're just like
Yes.
awesome grandma partying.
I looked for the nearest party and I found it.
All right.
Theta, beta, chi.
Yeah, you guys would make your way out of the stadium back to town. Vanny, I don't know if you want to stay the rest of the night at this party.
I go wherever the biggest party is.
Okay. So the stadium empties out and funnels back into town. So now there's like a surge in every bar in town. They're celebrating this win, the last day of the Festag, and basically every bar is at capacity, if not more, for the
And,
rest
like,
Is
of
yeah,
my
the
mom
war-
working tonight? Will, is my mom working tonight?
Roll dice as well. I rolled the dice to determine it, but
What type of dice do you want?
just a d20 flat roll.
That's a 16.
She is working, yes.
would it technically... Technically...
Want to try that again?
Technically. If I were to go to her bar where she works to get drunk, would that be defaulting any of her rules?
Basically, he's asking, has he ever done that before?
You're trying to find a loophole in her rules going back home after the game.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Her rules were pretty clear.
Yep.
You,
I'm pretty wise.
As Craig, do you think it would be wise to test those rules that were clearly laid out?
He's just saying hi to Mom.
And then maybe get a few, like, yeah, you know what, on the way into town, like, honestly, my mom's working tonight, so, like, we could, like, go to the bar where she works and, hang out there for a bit.
Is that gonna bother you?
I think if I take this head on, it will bother me a lot less than if I wait.
But will it bother her if you're gonna be in where she works?
Well, that sounds like a her problem.
I give him a look. I give him a mom look.
Sounds
I'm really?
like her problem. Okay, go ahead.
And the moment I say that, I pinwheel look at Stingsack, point, and that does not get repeated.
Well, actually, I was thinking, perhaps I head back to your place.
Nope.
Right?
Gonna end your thought right there.
Now
Just
see,
Just gonna put a period, and then immediately shoot it down.
But I mean, I can apologise to your stepfather. Perhaps I can stick him in his guts.
Nope.
Okay.
We're not
Right
killing
in this.
anybody, Stingsack. This is his stepfather. He has his
You
own.
know what? You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
The dichotomy of man in one creature. That's what Stingsack is.
I will apologize, and if that doesn't work, I kill him.
Do I pay amends for insulting your stepfather, or do I gut him like a fish?
See,
What are you working
that's
the mob?
issue. I don't know what it is that you want, and I want you to be happy.
I would really like it if you
Eh.
just did I would really like it if you just no longer interacted with my parents.
We turn
Yeah.
towards Ralphie and ask him, does the goblin want to sleep with the half-orc's mom?
I
mean,
did
I
when
know
I
I
thought
want
she
to.
was an orc. But now, I realise she's a human.
No, she's a half
She's
orc.
half.
Half, yeah, okay.
Honestly, it keeps changing on me. And
It's always been a half
You
orc.
can wreck
She's
on
gonna
that.
half orc.
No,
Marissa
you
is
see,
a half
that's-
orc.
That's the big issue. She looked like an orc. And then you told me
here we
she's
go.
not an orc. And now, here again, she's an orc.
Which one is it?
You don't toy with his emotions like that.
Either way, Tyler, Stingsack wants to sleep with her, yes.
I mean, have you looked at her? She looks like...
For those watching at home, Craig's mom is a green Marisa Tomei.
Yes. And...
End of thought.
Ah!
End of thought.
And I, like, push down the stairs. Angrily.
So you guys make your way back into town.
That little bastard's gonna be the end of my relationship with my mother. I swear to God.
No.
I think he means. Iris puts a hand on Craig's shoulder and says, "I think he means well, but I think he just does it in his own weird little goblin way. Your mom is very attractive. I will tell you that."
I'm gonna point out, like,
Craig
by me.
slowly turned.
I know, You guys seem to like
Going
her.
Craig's new
Let's go.
stepdad. Okay, that's his
Craig, where's
version
the
of
home?
being Val.
Oh fuck.
But I'm just saying, as
Craig,
as being honest as I am.
What bar does my mom work at? Name it. Name it now.
Hold on. The
It's called Hold On.
And I don't mean I'm not.
I don't hate that actually.
And I don't mean I
H
want
O
to.
D L.
Your stepfather is a very lucky man, and I believe she picked him for a reason. And I think that you and your family should be secluded to talking to yourselves for the moment. And then, when that's all cleared, maybe Stinksack might be able to talk. But maybe this is a new thing. And I don't
Stinksack kind of like
think-
steps up the stair and yells back up, about 20 feet away. He just goes, "I'm just saying, she's better than mushrooms."
She
That's
works...
probably the honest thing.
Go ahead.
That's probably the
Craig
most
does a-
honest
Craig
thing that
does a
you've ever
this.
said in a while.
Craig does a this. Craig does a this. Like,
Then he goes, "Ah!" He was done.
So
No, but I think this is a new thing, Craig. And I, in my opinion, maybe wait until your mom is done. I don't think you want to be looming over her and then worrying about it. She'll distract her from her work.
she's She's a professional. I've been going in there after school for years. She just puts me in a corner. It's fine.
I am.
What do you have to say, William?
we'll circle back on that.
about that.
You asked for the name of her establishment.
Craig. Yes.
Oh my god.
She started as a bartender, but now I think she at least partially owns.
Yeah. She's part of the owning staff.
Yeah. She still works behind the bar because she likes it back there, but also she needs the money that owning it brings in.
There you go.
There we go.
She works at the Musty Inn of Laughs and Friendship.
The what?
The Musty Inn
In.
of Laughs and Friendship.
Oh my Jesus God.
Or for short, she works at MILF.
Oh no.
Oh my! I was
God.
writing it down. I'm like, you
Oh my
did
God.
well. It's not like Hooters, is it?
Not at all.
It's exactly like Hooters.
Oh, you're absolute genius.
Can I roll to know if I heard of that place?
You have.
That's it.
It's like Hooters. You've definitely
What would
heard of
that
it.
be? Okay, yeah. V just looks at Kieran. Isn't that the place where, you rolled and all?
I think so.
This is why John
yeah,
Ralphio was so quiet the last time he was at Craig's place, because he goes there a lot.
He's a frequent patron, yes. And so he sees his mom and goes,
Wait.
oh.
Oh, outside of uniform. Oh shit.
Wait, do I know this bar?
You want to give me a history check?
Job application check.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, investigation? No, give me history, yeah.
History. I'm all -1s on intelligence and charisma, so
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go
whichever
too
one
high.
it would be.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
so in that
10,
case, no.
but so -1 is a 9.
Maybe.
Huh.
You might have heard of the name, but you've never been there, and you don't know that it's like Hooters.
Okay. I think when I was going around and helping out with the festivities, I think they'd reached out, but someone took the spot before I could grab it. So I was, picking up other odd jobs. I don't know. It sounded nice.
That would have been fucking hilarious if you worked there too.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Craig, will your ma give us 3 points, or what's the story?
Will my mom give us?
And I thought I was greedy.
Yeah.
Probably not because of how busy it is. On a normal night, maybe, because you'd be like, okay, you're bringing your friends. Sometimes you bring your frat boys there, as long as you didn't bring the whole fucking house.
Yeah.
she'd
No,
be like,
that's ridiculous. Because
here's a round on the house, it's fine. But no, because it's so fucking busy because of the Festag, she needs to charge for every drink.
Yeah. Also, I don't bring the really rowdy boys. That's ridiculous. These girls are working. They don't need that shit.
Exactly.
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 Exactly. And
Thanks, I
hey, to
respect
the
that.
rowdy boys out there who go to Hooters, stop that.
Fuck off.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Tell them not to go. Just tip.
Or at least,
Just go to Hooters for the wing.
The one
yes,
way.
you do.
and also
One wing.
the way to
Pterodon
respect
wings.
and tip them.
And unless the tip is your phone
With
number, they
money!
will ignore you.
Oh my gosh.
Just the tip.
Okay.
No.
They can keep my tip. Ah.
Ah.
Okay, we
Don't be like him.
come full circle.
Don't be like him.
Let's move on to
You're coming full
Hooters.
circle in Hooters. Anyway, so you guys make your way to.
I forgot
Milf.
that I feel like I accidentally pointed at Derek. I'm sorry.
Switch it. Yeah, you want to the other side. There
Don't
you
be
go.
like him.
You need
Don't
spatial
be like me
awareness of your
either.
camera.
Honestly, don't be like that one, that one, that one, or that one.
Don't put us
Sometimes
as
that
any
one.
of your rollers.
Those two are fine.
Via's gonna go and
try
ask,
not to
what
Brady
happened?
Bunch this too much.
Oh no, wait, I would know. Never mind. Never mind.
This is very Brady Bunch-esque, isn't it?
It is.
We'll work on that. You make your way to MILF, if that's where
Other
you guys
than
want to
the-
party for the night.
The bars. Is there any other festivities like the carnival games or anything like that during the festivities outside of
Name it,
Bars.
it's probably there. Bars are at full capacity. There's like street entertainers, street performers, whether it's magic, like actual magic, or like circus entertainment. There might even be like a petting zoo at some point. There's places where
on
you
our-
gamble.
Petting zoo.
It's, any form of nighttime nightlife activity is available in Altdorf. Normally, especially now, and especially on the last day, it's like everyone is like
Oh,
full
okay.
throttle party mode.
As we head there, you said it's like dusk. Like, is it like it's like
Not quite. It is supper time, so
supper time?
based on the season, it's not quite getting dark yet. The sun's still up, but it's setting. It's getting to where it's going to be starting to set.
As dusk comes, I will be releasing my bat into the night, but I would be keeping an eye out for, port like manholes or any suspicious activity.
Mhm.
Keeping my mind back on the quest, having to recoup some funds. And on my way back, I would maybe just in passing say to the group, like, wonderful night for some people to go missing, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's a
could
bit
play
grim,
it.
isn't it?
Well,
I mean,
we did.
Correct me if
we
I'm
did-
wrong. You're not proposing we go kidnapping random people for ransom money, right?
I'm not against it.
I am.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Doing that.
No.
Well, I figured as much. So what I really meant is keep an eye open for any suspicious activity.
But speaking of suspicious, where is Vanny? I don't like leaving her alone for too long.
You have
Yeah,
not
why
seen
is-
her
where's she
all
gone?
day.
And then like flashback.
Yeah, you have not seen her all
Craig
day.
stops and like turns to V and Kieran. Wasn't she with you guys?
I think she went to a party.
What
That's-
party did she
that
go
was-
to?
Cut
Why
to Vanny on like the dance floor doing a little like old lady shuffle. Cut back to the
No,
party.
it's like that scene from Clock Stoppers where the guy's like spinning on the record and he's upside down. I feel like she's doing that
Oh
shit.
my god.
I mean, last we left her off, she was doing a cake stand. So,
Attempting.
Oh my god.
And failing.
You'd show her the ways, Craig.
Yes.
So you guys arrive at the Musty Inn. You're like pushing your way into the bar to try to get in. There's very rambunctious patrons, both showing inside and showing their way in as you try to push your way through. You're an imposing bunch as a whole.
Is it at least a little bit more like Coyote Ugly than Hooters? Please.
Yes. A perfect balance of the two.
Okay.
And there's chicken wings.
Yes. They gotta serve food. It's part of the license.
I have a business idea.
Is
Hold
there
on.
like
I'll
a
write this down.
uniform they're wearing?
They have a license?
Well, is there
what-
a special uniform they're wearing for the Festag?
There is a special uniform that they wear. But because it is the last day of the Festag, they are in the colors of the Reichland Reavers. So they're all wearing blue and white. Not the most covering attire. But yes.
Shocking.
All
So
right,
is it more or less skimpy
Then what?
than the regular?
Yes. More skin.
I just realized that with Iris's face paint, she blends right in with this whole crowd because she has like blue face paint.
But are you
I gave it.
scantily clad?
No.
Then you do not blend in.
I mean, blending in for the festivities is celebrating the blood.
Okay. Then yes, yeah, you fit right in.
Not
People
not
see-
the bartender.
You walk into the bar and they see that you have like the blue face paint on. They're like cheers at you as you walk in.
I think she kind of like gets confused for a second, and then like one guy's like, "Yeah, that's a fucking great face paint," and she's like, "What are you talking about? This is war paint."
Yeah, it's a war! Blood bowl! And they're shaking his table.
Ball band! Ball band!
I'm trying to find the
This
nearest,
is
the
this is my
nearest waitress
culture. Why are
that
you
I
making
know.
fun of my culture?
Oh,
I'm
here
trying
we
to
go.
find the nearest. I'm trying to find the nearest waitress that I know.
It's your mom.
You know most of them.
Yeah, I've been coming here for
around,
a
You've been
while.
coming around. One of them spots you and goes, "Oh, Craig, darling, hi." He like, kind of like saunters up to you.
Hi, Sheila. Is my mom working the bar or like a back office tonight?
I think a bit of both, as you can tell. She kind of gestures to the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, but I did see her, and she kind of like uses you to like kind of prop herself up. She puts her hands on your shoulders, and like kind of heaves herself up on top of you. You kind of hold her around her legs. She kind of like sits on like the top of your head, like rests your boobs on top of you. Looks around, like scans around the bar, and she's like, "Yeah, honey, she's not behind the bar." And she kind of like lowers herself back down.
I tap Kieran while this is happening, and I go, "This is a really weird reception
God, I wish it was
area.
him.
This is,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Looking
I'm
up,
gonna go,
3 feet
I'm gonna go
off the
find.
ground.
Can you,
Yeah,
Sheila? I'm gonna go find my mom. Can you help my friends here? Maybe get a table if possible,
she kind of like gestures to the full bar. She's like,
or just
I'll
a
try.
spot to stand,
Uh,
or just a spot to stand.
Give me, she said,
At least
anything
get
for
them-
you, sweetie. Hold on. And she kind of like runs off to the side, and you see like there's like a group of like other frat boys, not your opposing one, and not yours, but another one. And she goes, "You paid already. Get the fuck out of here!" And she like boots one of them. She grabs one by the collar and pulls them away, kind of thing. And they're like, "Oh, no, okay." And I'll take off, and you guys get a table.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go
Oh my
to the back.
gosh.
I'm gonna go to the back room because I know how to. I know where that is.
Kind of meander your way behind the bar. People
No.
are like, "Hey, he's going on." Like, "Oh, like, how'd you get back
And
there?"
all the waitresses go, don't mind him. Pay attention to something else.
It's wanting them. To harken back to Tyler's comment, yes, for the to smaller folk in the party, being that you're 3 feet tall-ish, you're looking up and it's just ass hanging out of various short shorts or booty shorts.
Oh my god.
So it's looking up, it's just like butt.
Oh my god.
Perhaps we could get a high top table.
I think she exactly wants to stay down here.
Stickside just doesn't answer.
This is my world. So you guys, she comes back after she kicks the couple of frat boys out. She goes, "Here, got you guys a table. You can wait for Craig while he comes back, and we'll like lead you to the table, put out some menus. She'll let me know if you need anything. My name's Sheila." She kind of leans forward as she says that.
Is she
I'm
human or is she like?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's human.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you do notice that there's an assortment of races that are working, and patrons as well.
Mm.
We're inclusive.
Being that
Spirit
our
world.
owner is half orc, yes, I think you guys would be inclusive. I hope you guys would be inclusive. Yeah, Craig, you make your way to the back. You go your way back to the office. You kind of poke your head in, and your mom's
No,
working.
I do the quick.
It's not like the door's kind of like a jar kind of thing, so she kind of opens the door and goes, "Oh, hi, Craig."
Mom.
See, one of the other managers is standing behind her. Goes, "Is everything okay?"
I don't know why I'm standing here. I had a thought process, and it was good until this moment.
Are you drunk?
No. Just slowly, like, no.
She kind of holds the door, pulls it back open.
I mean, Craig is decidedly not that drunk.
I know, but
Mostly
because you're acting weird is what her first assumption is. But you don't smell or reek like beer, so it's like, are you, like, did you just come to say hi? Like, I'm busy working.
Yes.
Okay. Are
If
you?
I'm being very honest, I'm very concerned about the conversation we have to have later, and it's starting to give me anxiety. I was hoping we could get it out of the way, but you're busier than I thought you were going to be, even though it's the last night of the Festag, so I'm just going to go bye.
She holds the door back open again. She goes, "Sweetie, it's okay." She'll like take you by the head and kiss you on top of the head.
I found out what Stinksack said, and I told him it's not okay.
I will talk about the company that you decide to keep.
I'm telling you right now, he's the bad apple.
Yes. I'm glad that we can agree on that.
The rest are pretty cool. You haven't met Vanny. She's nice. V's somewhere in the middle, but I think he's charming in his own proclivities. Stinksack's really the rough one.
I'm glad to hear that most of the company you're keeping is good.
Just don't ask Vanny about her hair, and you'll have a much better time.
She like pauses mid-sentence as you say that, like I'm not sure what that means. She goes, it's okay, sweetie. I'm just not upset.
I'm gonna apologize to Frank when I get home.
I would appreciate that. Go enjoy your night with your friends. It's okay. I'll see you later.
I'm halfway down the hall, and then turn around like, still midnight? With a question mark?
Don't push it.
Okay.
I like how Craig's mom is our most important NPC so far.
You
guys
correct.
brought a mule to the wilderness, and he almost died. Yeah, his mom is the most important NPC thus far.
Yeah.
Very good NPCs in this world. Greg, you make your way back to the bar area, and you see that your friends have been seated as was promised. There's a little seat in the corner off to the side, away from the central rambunctiousness of the bar. As you come out, all the waitresses give you, "Hi, Craig."
Hey, hey, Marcia, how's it going?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I see you got that like augmentation spell done. That's awesome. Like,
Ability.
she's
Ability. Oh my god.
a Goliath woman. And yes, very very augmented is what
it's
we'll
all
call it.
stone, and then one section looks a little less like
A
stone.
little more fleshy than the rest. But yeah, she's essentially like a half giant, and it's just a very very nice, strong woman, augmented. And yeah, she gives you a big hug again. Strong like your mom being.
Honestly, they give the best hugs here.
They do.
Yes, they do. So you just hug and kind of like pushes you
Well,
on your way.
depends on your height that gives you the best hugs.
I
God.
mean, I said she's Goliath.
I mean, they. My mom was like, when she bought in, she was very much like, we can't just have human. We have to have like girls of every, race. Gotta be
See,
inclusive.
that's why your mom is very cool.
I know you changed it to very cool almost last minute, but the way you said it didn't make it any better. Hello, Stinksack. So you're here table with your friends.
We all love him, the little shit that he is. We all love him.
I already forgot her name.
Sheila?
Sheila, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sheila makes her way back as you make your way to the table at the same time. She's like, I get you anything, any drinks, anything to eat.
Can I just get like a round for the table, Sheila, to start with?
Sure, darling, no problem.
Thanks,
She
Sheila.
gives you a little wink and she walks away.
You're so nice here.
Oh. Thank you, Craig.
So, let's get to business.
Agreed.
I
I need kill whatever's plaguing this city.
I suppose that's one way to put it.
Wait, hold on. Where's Vanny? Back to this.
We've asked.
Flashback.
Right. Well, we should.
You walk back to the other bar where Vanny is, and she's having a beer in one hand and a cat in the other, and was very nicely petting the cat. Oh, good kitty. She's nice over beer. all the platforms are partying around. You want to keep partying there again? Like as the game ended, the bar you were in with the frat, like doubled in size somehow. You can't fit that many people in there, but they're cramming in there. So you want to go to where the biggest party was. Still seemed to be like a pretty big party, so you seem to be enjoying yourself. Unless there's something else you wanted to do. Because you're talking and you're muted, or you don't know I'm talking to you.
Connor.
Oh, I'm not muted. Sorry, I was
Okay.
answering me mum.
Me
She
mum.
was sending me messages to say goodnight.
Oh, mum.
Yeah, I missed all of that because I was reading them.
Ah, fine.
Aw.
I was just saying.
Shout out to mom.
Hi, Connor's mom.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Connor's mom, Craig's mom.
It stinks sex, mom.
Is Charlie
have a
being a
mom.
wiggly baby right now?
No, he has a mushroom.
Mom's not a
Right, that's what I
mushroom.
thought.
Yeah,
Were you asking if I wanted to do anything other than just party in that bar?
yeah. Like I said, like the population in that
when
bar
the
doubled.
When the whole crowd came out, I probably went out into the seething tide of people leaving the stadium
Yeah,
and followed it to wherever the natural conclusion of that seething tide was.
They would've
So wherever the
all
largest. Yeah, but
kind of-
wherever the largest portion of them ends up.
yeah. You would have noticed that quite a few were trying to get into MILF.
I waddle in, as most people don't tend to notice me, for I am very
Age of
tiny.
laughs and friendship. This sounds wonderful.
Oh my!
You kind of like waddle, like weave in between everyone's legs as they're like trying to push to get in.
He
But
rubs their hands
bouncer,
together. Oh dear me! Look at all these young people who are quite proficient in the business that I would need them for.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of
Healthy.
scantily clad workers. Yes.
and she'll scoot up to one of them and kind of tap them on the leg. Young lady, are you for hire?
Oof.
Oh,
Oof. Oof. One of the workers kind of turns around. It's a dwarf woman. So just like a foot or so taller than you are, just kind of brush up against the back of her.
Well, just to give us a visual theater, do dwarf females in your world have beards?
They do not.
What?
Boring.
Damn it.
Thank
Boring.
God. Thank God. Thank you, William.
Or at
Boring.
least this one doesn't.
Okay.
Comment.
She's clean shaven.
She can shave.
To be fair, apparently dwarves pop out of holes in the ground. Maybe you
Interesting.
didn't know this is a dwarf woman. Or maybe just a shaved dwarf man. With augmentation.
Oh,
But that's how I'm referring to it from now on, thank you.
We're all inclusive.
The
level 3 caster all myself.
the
I am
unbearded
now
the unbearded dwarf woman turns around and goes, I beg your pardon.
I have
Hello,
many children that I am looking to introduce to the ways of the world.
It's getting worse.
Oh no.
She kind of looks around, unsure as if this is really happening. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you only do that on other days, then. I'll be back. Don't you worry, and I wander off.
What's everyone's passive perception?
14. Do I hear
15.
the slap that heard round the world?
No. Sorry, what was that? Kieran? 15?
15.
15 for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay, those of you with 15 or more, you see and hear Vanny talking. As she's like waddling around, she's talking to a dwarven.
The hair on the back of Kieran's neck stands up.
Oh, you had like the Ghibli shiver, where like your hair fluffs up for a minute.
And I feel like Stinksack, as he's saying, like, hold on, where's Vanny? And he goes, oh, here she is. Like,
He points, you all turn and look around, and you can see Vanny kind of like meandering in the crowd, leaving a very confused and befuddled dwarven woman with
Do
a
I
mug.
recognize the dwarven woman by name?
Yes. Give me a name.
Sure.
You name the other one.
or Patty
Yara.
for short.
Carla!
Carla, there you go.
A little
Carla,
narcissistic.
How is Carla narcissistic?
Well, I know a Carlson.
I did not put that together.
Neither am I, what?
Never mind.
It's
His dwarf character.
That's the sin. There you go.
From the small town of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay, no.
The
Yeah.
small dwarven community of Wisconsin.
You already took out that big card, so
Vanny, you join the table.
if you got, well, I don't know if that sees you guys.
If you point her out, I'll pick her up and I'll bring her to the table.
I wave.
Perfect.
So now you might notice them like looking at you or waving, and all of a sudden you're scooped by Iris.
Oh, we're going up then.
Excellent.
As,
The gang's all here.
Oh,
Come back,
hello,
Vanny.
dearie.
Yeah.
Hello,
you been?
dearies.
Where have you been?
I've been partying with the young folks. It's been
Oh.
quite fun. I met some old fellows from Craig's friends.
You went back to the frat?
Oh yes,
Are you sure about that, Connor?
that's what she thinks she did.
Still
Well,
the voice.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you didn't pass out again from all the
What?
partying. Oh dear.
Oh no.
That's not a good sign.
Is that are you alright?
No, that's a sign of.
Easy. Now that I have all of this possibility in front of me. And she kind of scans around the room and looks at all the people
Vanny,
here.
Do I know what she's planning?
Nope.
Being that I know Vanny. Okay.
No, you know it might be weird. Or
Vanny.
related to
Might be.
Definitely.
Might be.
repopulating
what
your
do you-
family, but
What do you mean? Are you
have
look?
so
Are you
much
doing the same?
partying to be done. Oh boy, the night is young, dearies. And she takes a big swig from her mug.
Are you still holding
As
her up?
Iris is like asking
No,
Vanny.
I put
Sorry,
her. I
Put
put
her
her on
Iris.
the table.
Sorry.
She just kind of like sits there, like legs out, like mug in front of her.
As Iris is asking Vanny, like, he just like comes into size of a child. So kind of like a child, you know, like an adult talking to a child by the shoulders, and goes, Vanny, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you in general? I can't wrap my mind around you. God.
You understand this age, young man.
V,
If you live that long.
Oh fuck,
V, come
call him?
on.
young man.
Oh, I thought I heard Jugman. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
A hung man.
No, Jugman. I was like, what does that mean?
No, he's okay.
I
He's
thi-
thinking about jugs. Okay. There we go.
No,
A
I think
Freudian
when V
slip.
starts insulting Vanny, I think Iris goes, V,
Insulting.
you're going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's kind of insulting.
What? What are you? You guys are at the party. Am I the only one here that's like seeing this?
Definitely not. You're right on
I
brand.
know,
Thank you.
but
Thank you.
you could have
His
been a bit more
concerns-
discreet about it, you know?
You talk to a bear. Shut up. Who are you to tell me that? No.
Means no offense, Iris.
I think we all have our own things that are very weird
We-
to the rest of the group.
Well, yeah,
I've
that's...
sort of given up
it-
on her, so
It's just sort of like if you could scale based on least weird to most weird. There's everyone a gap. Vanny.
Well,
Oh, come now, dearies. Look around this table. Monster points at V. Monster points at Stinksack. Half a monster points at Craig. I'm pretty sure that she spent more time with animals than real people.
Please tell me my mom walks up at that moment to hear her call me half a month.
oh no.
Like a thief and has stolen from the
Oh,
points at Alfio. Ah, he's pretty normal.
Yes.
The least impressive specimen, but it's alright. He's one of those.
Actually,
Oh my god.
actually, if my notes from last week are to be remembered, V is actually the least impressive specimen.
Oh.
No,
Aw.
it's not.
Oh,
It's not
come
young man.
on.
It's
Halfway
how you
through
use
to go.
it.
oh my god.
It's
This
halfway
is
done.
why I took the notes. It's for these jokes.
Those are the kind of
I think
dick
it-
jokes we're supposed to make.
Iris is doing her best not to rage. She's like, no, it's fine.
Goose from.
It's fine.
You know what?
oh,
He's not wrong.
so are we gonna on
And
some
I
think
think
at
or-
one-
Craig,
I think at
I
one
think
point,
what
like,
Craig's saying.
Yeah.
Go.
yeah, so, like, Iris is drinking and she, like upchucks a little bit in her mouth. It's just like, oh, like, puts the ale away from her.
Yeah, how much did I pay Sheila for our round of beers? I ordered it when everyone but Vanny was there.
21 gobbers.
21? Got it.
Yeah.
How
No.
much do I spend on beer tonight, Will?
Too much.
19.
19.
I am putting everything on John Ralphio's tab, FYI.
Oh
I
my
rolled a
God.
1, so you've spent 1 silver because all the frat boys have been giving you free beers.
No!
The best way I
And
can sum it
People
up.
in this town are incredibly kind.
And also, you're a
No
lightweight.
wonder she's so drunk.
Are you gonna unpack that dirty laundry that Vanny just pulled out on all you guys, or?
No, I'm
The
gonna
what?
do what
Stinksack
anyone.
agrees with it.
I'm gonna do what anyone does and just drink to forget.
Ah,
Oh, Sack says, mine. He really makes a good point. and I think it's along the lines of what Craig's saying. She was, hey Craig, she was a little rough about it. I agree. We're not monsters, obviously, but I think it goes along with what you're saying. We all have our quirks, right? Better make ball band.
The
Ball
perfect
band
screen.
needs to keep working in order to avoid all this other bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I said, like the first day we met. We're all weird puzzle pieces from different sets.
That's right. You said some brainy, smarty shit. Oh. Right now,
And once again,
need
what
to
the fuck do you
discover.
mean by that?
We need to discover just exactly where townsfolk is missing. Why?
Oh yeah.
You need to
that's
somehow do
fine.
it from the inside of this MILF.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
We need
my
to
God.
get hard and
No.
get our way out of the mill.
Stop.
I'm at my limit here.
Yes.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah, what is
Who
it?
has been kidnapped?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the party.
I think it was
you
sort of a
somebody-
mix.
Are you asking personally?
Craig slowly like turns to look at Jean Ralphio because small, weak man, rich family.
Yeah, that happened once.
No, we
that's not-
used the elf as
Know
bait.
something, but we're asking about how to commit a kidnapping. I might be the.
Danny, finish that sentence.
I
Actually,
finish that
Pardon?
sentence.
She thinks better of it and goes back to sitting there
No,
stoically.
no,
No,
you
no,
ain't
no,
gonna beat that
no,
sentence.
no. If you have an idea,
Vanny.
Vanny, that would be the best time.
Zones out and just stares at the wall.
I shake
Get-
her.
Good time.
Get this
Good
Vanny a
time.
glass of water. She
I
needs
like
to
that
sober
idea,
up.
Faye.
You get I signal for a pitcher of water.
Charcy, or whatever her name is, comes over, and Sheila says, would you
I
like
asked
something
the
else?
bartender, yeah, could you tell me? I point at John Ralphio. Does he look kidnappable?
Nipple.
Kidnappable? Yeah, kidnappable. That's the word.
Are you,
If, let's say you were an evildoer, would you kidnap my friend?
so when you first ask her, she's like, would you kidnap him? She kind of like gives him a little look.
Oh my god.
Well, he is kind of... And then you're like, if you were evil and wanted to, like, abduct him. And she's like, oh, I mean, I don't think so.
I mean, he is very rich.
Oh,
Stink
Well,
Sack
then, yeah.
is interpreting
Yes,
the
tell her
situation.
more about that.
Right.
Stink Sack slides over a silver and says,
I would like to
"Just
insight.
answer the question."
I would like to insight Sheila the moment that V said that Jean Ralphio was rich.
Oh my god.
she takes the silver from Stinksack.
Touching.
I rolled for my insight. Where is it? Where is it? Got it.
Data,
Why
is it?
character sheet in your
14.
notebook?
Because it's fun. Fun. Leave me
Okay.
alone. I rolled a 14 insight.
Okay. Yeah, she's hoping to make a good tip tonight. If you know what I mean.
He says,
No.
Sheila, is it?
Yeah.
Never killed a man.
Craig just
None of your
immediately
business.
starts rubbing his temple.
That's
V
not-
just goes, oh, alright, that's enough. Thank you very much, Sheila.
Just 2
Gives her
pitchers of
another
water,
silver
please.
Oh, hold on, we didn't even get all what
No,
we paid for.
that you've done enough.
She looks like almost offended and walks away. You'll never know.
Alright, we've got the beginning of a plan. Now we need the other half, and turns towards Vani.
Still in space?
I shake her.
Isn't there something you want to tell us, young lady? Say it.
Did we order another round and I missed it again?
We ordered water. We were on a plan. You said you had something. Vanny, for the love of the gods, please.
That's not how you get a purely theoretical, Vanny. If you were to kidnap someone, for whatever reason you might have, how would you go on about it?
Well, that depends where we are, and this is purely theoretical.
Of course.
Of course.
Let's say middle of an urban center.
Ah. Is this
After a very large
area?
party.
Is it well policed? Yes, probably.
Yes.
After a large party? Well, are there frequently vagabonds in the area? The homeless, the riffraff of life?
Yes.
I would disguise a few of my children as vagabonds and have them spend many weeks studying the person I wish to steal, and then, once they've plotted out their route, I would choose a point along that route that is the least guarded and most easily accessible by cart, overwhelm them with sheer numbers, toss them into the cart, knock them unconscious, and ride off back to my home. Purely theoretically, of course.
Could I have another pint, please?
she brings back the water as she finishes, so she doesn't hear any of that. Puts the water down and goes, "Sure, any other pints? Any other drinks?"
Yes, I need lots of alcohol.
But three.
She bows back, she leaves.
Hold on a second. He got a cart.
So I think here's the plan. You take the cart. You find all the easiest places you can go right around the stage. Just ride a whole circle.
Jesus Christ.
The rest of us, we go to the guards, and then we find the guard routes. And then we find out where they don't interact.
V like grabs John Rothman's beer and like slides it away. How good are you at acting?
Wasn't our plan that we weren't trying to kidnap somebody? We were trying to find out how they would be kidnapped. Like, I feel like everyone
fuck off! No, that's a derailment.
Reverse engineering.
She had a string of brilliant.
Out of game for a second. Why are we trying to kidnap our own player?
I have no idea, but I love it.
We're not.
We're not. We're setting a bait.
Engineering
We're setting a bait.
The enemy would do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to reverse engineer, but Stinksack doesn't follow, and now he thinks we're stealing.
Oh no.
And he's into it. Sounds like a good plan.
I think at one point I was like, I think that we're going the opposite direction. Aren't we supposed to be tracking the enemy and not Jean Ralphio?
Well, who's the enemy, dearies?
What if I was been kidnapping these people?
Yes, but
kidnapping innocent people. What is?
Do we know where they live?
Wait. What if you think this is where V's going? You let them kidnap John Ralphio. We reap in the shadows. Watch it happen.
Exactly.
Then
we set a bait.
Yeah, set a bait.
As I'm doing that, like, I grab a beer and I just, like, pour it on John Ralphio to make it smell like he's drunk.
Yes, it's a great idea. To get more drunk, more drinks.
Do we have to do it tonight? I gotta be home at midnight.
You're not going home.
Oh.
I look for his mother suddenly.
She's still in the back.
Please tell me my mom walked out at that moment.
She's still in the back.
Well,
all I'm saying
how long she was going to be back.
V, are you in any shape to fight? Are you in any shape to fight?
Of course I am.
If we're drinking this much, I think the best thing to do is plan and figure out.
First of all, V is not that drunk. Second, he's fine.
No, so the amount of people drinking a lot around here.
Thirdly, this is the perfect night. If I was a kidnapper, the last night where everybody parties the hardest is the night I would choose to strike. And I look at Jean Ralphio, and here we have the perfect bait.
Right. But may I interject? Do we know why they're kidnapping people? For example, someone looking for able-bodied individuals would rather take gestures to Craig and to Iris Or if someone was simply looking for something exotic, gestures to Stinksack and V. Why would they want the skinny elf man?
She makes a point. We all get
Alright.
drunk and we all get kidnapped.
Because the skinny elf man is a wizard.
Out of character, we do know that there are random people that are going
Yes.
missing, right?
Completely
Yeah,
random.
there's
Yes.
no pattern.
And in random
that's what-
areas of the city.
Yep, all over random.
All of random. So we don't have an actual spot that they frequent. These have been frequent. It's been all random spots.
Mhm.
So how do we
Random people.
determine then how we're gonna draw them out?
Well,
Have there
based
been
on
any witnesses?
Okay.
Were
Okay.
any of these spots like in an alley or somewhere a bit more secluded, or was it all out in the open?
Yes.
Well, we don't know where it happened because we weren't there.
I think what we're suggesting, Caitlin, is if we leave John Ralphio appearing
And
to
we
be by
trail him.
himself,
Mm.
like in an alleyway, he might be an easy target for someone looking to kidnap you.
Yeah.
John Ralphie's gonna slam his cake down. I was like, I'm making a suggestion, okay? Let's all get drunk. Let's all get to my place in different roads, and whoever doesn't reach there gets kidnapped. Is the one that got kidnapped. So we go look for them.
Then
This
then
sounds
a
how
terrible
are we
idea.
afraid of being kidnapped?
That sounds like
Let
a
us
horrible
split
idea.
the
Yeah.
party.
This sounds like a terrible plan.
Stinksack slides his pint across the table to John Ralphio and says, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's get drunk."
Yeah.
I don't think this is the
That's
best.
He
Not a
just
good
watches
idea.
this and takes his glass and gives it to John Ralphio.
If anyone's
Craig's doing just like that slow, just like we're all gonna die sip, you know, just like
dear.
Stinksack kicks Craig under the
John
table.
Ralphio as well. Drink up, young man. You'll need it for one.
My God, you
Kieran
guys are being
tries
so
to-
generous today.
I give him the stein that I accidentally spat back up the beer. I just give it to him.
Oh my god.
John
Let's make a
Ralphio.
Constitution check.
Are you all getting drunk?
I'm not.
No, just
Oh,
John
no,
Ralphio.
we
We
get-
Hold on,
got,
hold on,
we
hold
got
on.
beers for the entire table, and they all gave it to me.
One's
except for
attention.
Craig. Craig's not chugging his, he's sipping it. But
Okay,
he
so
didn't
then-
give you his beer
So
because he
if
needs it right now.
if John Ralphio's the one that's drinking the most, then John Ralphio has a Constitution save this.
All right.
Oh, damn.
They have
Then
to make
can we-
a second Constitution save for Iris's spit.
Is it poison?
No, it's just it's fine.
Whatever.
It's spit.
What?
Uh,
Never drank
Kieran,
someone else's
then-
spit before?
Yep.
It's a saving throw or just a check?
It's usually a Constitution saving throw. I
saving throw.
think.
Yeah.
All right, 18.
You're fine.
Damn.
I don't
Okay, but
smell
does he-
fine.
Damn,
Man.
another round.
Frog. There you go. He is covered in beer. He is the perfect bait. I say we go take a stroll. And we split the party, I say out loud. Right, John Ralphio? Because I tapped his shoulder.
The rest
We're
of the
gonna
bar
take a-
stops and looks at the party as you say split the party.
Is that the moment my mom comes out and goes, no!
Never split the party. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
No, we're not splitting the party.
No,
Kieran's
just
been
John
trying
Ralphio.
to get.
Honestly, I
trying
think
to get the
Craig
party's
is mostly
attention.
sitting there just waiting for the moment his mom comes to find them and is like, please come stop this madness.
She's not coming to save you. I want to see what happens.
If anyone's gonna be the bait, it should be me.
Why
Too
you?
late. It has been decided.
I'm the smallest, and
Yeah. Nobody's
Trust
gonna
me.
notice you.
trust me, I look like a tasty little snack, but I'm
He looks like a
Kidnapper, I would want a full meal. I'm sorry.
and
No, we're going with a loud drunk.
and I will
You
be
can
able
join him if you
to
want.
escape.
Doesn't matter if you can
Elfman.
escape if they never take you.
The elf man will die. I
Yes,
won't
That
die.
is a risk they are willing to take.
I tried.
He won't die, Kieran. Check this out.
Well, some of you
Kieran.
can
die, but
Good
it's a
day.
risk
We
I'm willing
need
to
you
accept.
to hide us. You are one of the stealthiest men I know. As I look at the rest of the party, Actually, you're the stealthiest. We need you to be trailing him.
I can try. I can. Sorry, I lost my accent there.
You can.
I was going to Texas.
I
can
track
try
him.
Iris raises her hand and says, "Well, actually, I do track for. Well, I used to track a lot.
Yes, but we don't know what we're hunting.
Yes, but I can keep an eye on John Ralphio for you in case he does go
Yeah, that's the
missing."
idea. We all keep an eye on John Roth.
And that's the plan. We can hit the rooftops, we can hit the side streets, set them up in an alley somewhere. We just wait.
Exactly.
All right.
Now let's go because I don't want his mom to show up as
Put an
putting
axe
up
in
the
the
party.
All right. We are going to take a quick 5 minute to get use the washroom and get some drinks. And when we get back, we will execute this plan that you guys have come up with.
This excellent plan.
Excellent.
That is
Perfect.
obviously
And before
never
we
gonna fail.
before we go on break, just a gentle reminder that today's episode is sponsored by Turd Ferguson.
It's a funny name.
Funny name. Yeah.
We'll be right back, guys.
Grinning like
All
an idiot.
right.
Right.
Mom.
Okay. Ah, good. Perfect time to come back. Okay. All right. So you guys have this crazy plan, which is sponsored by Terry Ferguson, to try to bait the kidnappers using John Ralphio. Do you guys want to leave the bar right away?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a quick just drop by the back office, just be like, hey, I'm gonna try to be home by midnight.
So he glares at you. What do you mean try?
So we were really good with the first job when we came back, so we got a second job with the city guard, trying to figure out where kidnapped people went, and the rest of the party wants to get started on that pronto. Because it's a very popular night and would be a very ideal time for people to get kidnapped. So I'm going to try to be home by midnight. I promise you, there will be a definite attempt.
You might not be home by midnight because you're too busy trying to save the world.
That's better than too busy getting drunk.
Okay. Roll an insight.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not lying, but she's not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But she kind of gives you like an up and down look. Try.
While she's giving me the up and down, Craig's just gonna quickly go, just like wipe all the face paint off, just like try to make it like more sincere. Like, no, I'm definitely not going to.
She stands up and like slaps her hands.
Nah.
She goes, "Be careful."
I have my stick. Oh no, I don't have my stick. I'll find a stick.
Home by midnight.
Yes.
As best you can.
Yes. Love you. Bye.
You take off.
Yeah.
Craig comes like rushing back. Let's go.
Go! Go!
Before she changes her mind.
The art is ready and waiting.
Okay.
Too flashy, we can't use
my
it.
way?
No, Vanny, no. Just figured we can get to a more secluded part of town where we can find ourselves a quiet alley, lock this somewhere ways, set up. What do you think?
Find a most secluded place where I could take a piss.
Yes, that's a good idea. John Ralphio, just pour a drink on him again. Lead the way. And I take the stealth action.
From a distance.
From a distance, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially what we would be looking for, DM, is a quiet alleyway, I would think.
You'd have to go into either the poorer residential area or, at this point, part of the market.
I think part of the market might be a better idea.
I'm going to go to the part of the market. I'm very uncomfortable with poor people. My character, not me.
God.
Good
But
save.
yes,
I want this guy to die.
Good save.
Good day.
Okay. The market still has people, whereas the poorer districts might be a little more empty because they're too busy in the general area partying. But there's still some like side alleys, side streets in the market that stores are either closing early so they can leave to go party, or were closed the week anyway because they took like a vacation week or whatever. So there are some empty streets that you can meander through.
Did we get like a copy of the case file for the kidnappings?
No.
No.
We got
Think
it
about that for a
talk
second.
through.
Yeah.
It's like, I love how we totally could have asked for that, and instead we're just running in blind.
Well, did we,
Did we even take the job? We didn't confirm.
No,
with
we
the
definitely
workers guys.
we definitely took that job.
I don't think we did. We didn't confirm that, did we? Or no, we did because
I
we
think
got
we
the,
did,
we
we
got
did.
the weapons. We got the weapons. and the armor.
Yeah, we got the weapon. He gave us the option to take weapons, and we all went, nah.
Oh, I took some.
I took a land.
Instead of taking the quest through the guild, you accepted it directly from him.
Okay.
But he essentially honored the same contract and consider it being done by the guild in terms of like fame or reputation kind of thing for the guild. So it's like officially done. But it's like instead of saying to Dimitri, yes, we'll take it, we'll do it, you just went straight to the general and we're like, we'll do this job for you. And he's like, okay, cool. Here's the details. It would have been, you just like skip the step, essentially.
We skipped the middleman.
Doing non-union work?
Did we make this up?
No, it's
Oh,
still
yeah,
union
Kieran.
work.
It's still union work. You just didn't talk to the union rep about it yet.
Okay.
So if you like,
So
well, hey,
what?
by the way, we fixed it.
I'm
Without even
trying to
telling you.
remember
Go ahead, sorry. Tom.
if we actually. I'm trying to remember if we actually. We make up the fact that, like the sewers and stuff were involved, or was that actually part of the quest?
That is
that
a
totally-
hunch that the general has.
The general told us that.
Okay. This is not something that we were reading too much into Ratman. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you are,
Then I
but
can't-
I mean, who are we?
Yeah.
Question a general's insight, right?
In that case, I think Craig, while they're looking through the market, while also looking for alleys, would also be looking for these alleys that would have a larger opening to the sewer,
Agree.
where something
Something
could
with access.
crawl out.
Did you give this information to John Ralphio?
John Ralphio's drunk. I think it's best if I figure out where John Ralphio goes and then point him later.
Because the last thing we want is have John Ralphio just randomly yell out dumb things and then give himself away.
No, that's exactly what we want. We want.
No, but I mean,
the
the
bait
client is like,
be a bait.
I'm going this way because they told me to, and blah blah blah. I don't know.
On Ralphio, remember when we played Dogmaster and his apprentice?
Yes.
We're gonna
I'm
do
still
that.
I'm still very confused about that game that you guys are
Wait.
playing. Like, we'll circle back to it.
Now you see, reason it worked is because John Ralphio believed it, and we're gonna do that again. Except this time, we're gonna be Mojo Hobo. Oh,
Hey, quick question. We didn't rest since before the blood game, did we?
Nope.
Manny hasn't rested
That's
at all.
we did a full rest overnight, and then the
you
mysterious
rested-
woman
yeah.
came to the door.
exactly. You
Yeah,
rested
we
overnight.
had
you went to the
everyone
game.
rested overnight except for one person.
But
Ah,
not since the...
Party Granny's
God.
at it again.
Yeah, no. So you have if you cast spells to get past the guard, you don't got him.
Cool,
I was just
cool,
gonna say you cast
Cool.
sleep at least.
cool. 3 times.
Well,
so
I mean,
I'm
technically,
cashed.
could he have short rested during the Blood Bowl game?
Yeah.
Does he get a spell
No,
back?
sorry.
No, he doesn't.
But he gets
Mm.
short rest things. So
If
that
I
might
had
help.
knew...
No, short rested. For sure, it's a short rest. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So if you guys
I'm
lose
loving
hit
how
points
John's
and want
camera
to,
just froze.
yeah.
Oh.
If you guys want to take a short rest to regain hit points, sure, no problem. But you need a long rest for those spells.
I don't think anybody's injured.
If we're gonna... Okay. We take a short rest, I can channel divinity to
but
get a spell slot back.
Yeah, what he's saying is you could have short rested during the Blood Bowl.
You did short rest already.
Okay.
So
We've been
yes.
short resting for a long time now.
I'll allow that.
Nice. Okay.
Short
Wonderful.
rest makes sense.
Thank you.
But
So
you're not.
as we leave the bar, I am going to cast Mage Armor.
As will I.
As we leave the bar, I look for
Swap.
another
As
BB
will I.
stick.
Huh?
As we leave the bar, I'm looking for another wacky stick.
Oh, I give him my quarterstaff. I have one.
Oh. This is much
Wait, have you
nicer
been
wacky.
armed to the teeth this whole time?
Yeah.
You got a lot of
Just
looks,
casually, yeah.
but no one said anything to you. You're not sure why.
Yeah. So Craig's gonna take the quarterstaff and goes, "This is a much nicer wacky stick than my wacky stick."
It is.
You can have it if you want. If it feels like you can use it. I've never really I mean, I've used it a bit, but probably not as much as I want to.
Master gave Dobby a sock.
You all hear Stinksack say, "No, we can't eat him." I just nothing. I was talking to someone.
Okay.
And they say I'm the strange one.
You are.
You are the strange
You
one.
are the strange one. Going through it again. Whole party in ascending order. Gap. Danny.
So the quarterstaff that Iris has is a bit more unpolished.
Okay.
It's basically
To be
more
fair,
of a whittle.
what Craig had last time was a piece of driftwood that he found in an alley.
Okay. Well, this one's a bit more.
Wow.
It's more whittled. It's more of a whittled tree branch. It's not fully like polished and sanded down, but it is.
Nice.
It pretty much is a make use of a quarterstaff. It has pretty good balance and everything.
Okay. You guys make your way through
So yeah, that's in your inventory now. I'm taking it out. Mine.
the market, side streets. You see maybe one or two other people that are in the side streets. Most people are still in the main market area. You can still kind of hear them behind you. It's dusk, so the sun is setting. Starting to get dark. You guys are making your way through these streets. Is there anything you'd like to do specifically? You, John?
Yes, I trail John Ralphio from a distance.
Yeah, we're hiding.
I'm gonna do the same.
To follow up with Craig's requested, you find an area that has like a manhole entrance. Right?
There, throughout the city, there are like manhole covers every like 50 feet or so. 50 or 100 feet are kind of spaced out as evenly as possibly can be, and on like cobblestone road. But whether you want to main street or side street, you'll find manhole covers. No problem. Super entrances.
Okay. Stinksack would try to get on top of a building, then like hide, looking down towards John Ralphio. Like I would say right behind. Like let's say the alleyway has buildings like, and John Ralphio staying on the left side.
Mhm.
Stinksack would climb the building or try to climb the building, directly where he's leaning.
Can you get an athletics, please?
Uh, 6, 11.
Yeah, it's fine. There's like some like parts of like the wood you can grab onto. There's like the gutter. Heave yourself on top of it, kind of thing. So natural places to grab onto. It's just it's not you don't have a rope or anything, so just make sure that you can.
And then once he was up, he would try to like, stay low and stay hidden as he can, keeping.
I would cast guidance on Jean Ralphio.
And it lasts 1 minute, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, if I need to do anything for the next minutes,
You do it with advantage.
No.
well, with a D4.
No, +1d4.
Oh, my bad.
Vanny tugs on Kieran's sleeve. Young man, I can't see very much in this dying light. Could you, lend me a hand with that?
I could. Who else is
Same.
around?
Me.
Chris.
Unless you need to save it for when it's useful. I can still see for now, just keep in mind, I'll be blind in a few hours. Ha!
Is it what light are we in, DM?
Light. You can still see. Everyone can see
Okay.
normally. There's still enough light to see. The sun's going to start. It's setting, so it's going to be dark
Okay.
within the hour.
Okay. I'll hold off for now, and then when it gets dark.
Okay.
What I... Go ahead.
Iris will probably take the back, just so that something's not sneaking behind them. See if something is watching us.
Derek, what was that?
John Ralphie is going to send his bird directly above him as high as it can go.
Okay.
And he's going to look through the bird's eyes to get a top-down view of all around him. He's going to try walking at the same time. So he's like, obviously, like super, like, no coordination whatsoever. He really sells the effect that he's drunk.
Because he is.
Yes.
But also. Okay. You're meandering through the streets. You guys are following and watching him closely. About a half hour passes and nothing happens.
Keep watching.
Stinksack's prepared to wait like all night long.
Yeah.
He is just grumbling under his breath. Come on, it's the biggest well in town and nobody's gonna buy it.
Maybe it's too obvious.
Because he's just following it.
John Ralphie is going to look for like a manhole cover or like a sewer entrance that he can maybe sneak through.
To actually go down?
Yeah, like actually like at the entrance.
This feels bad. This feels like a bad plan.
You mean you just want like a manhole cover?
Oh.
No, not a cover, but like something like an entrance to a sewer that he can somehow like go inside or something.
No, the sewers, like the larger like exit tunnels, will be at the edges of the city, leading into the river that Altdorf is built on, the side technically.
God
so
damn
in
it,
the city
efficient
itself,
irrigation.
it's just it's just manhole covers leading to the sewers.
I attempt to lift a manhole cover.
Can I have an athletics check, please?
My guy.
That's a
You do-
12, so
You do have guidance.
that is
Not
true.
anymore.
Not anymore. It's been a
It's
half
been
hour.
more
Half
than a
an
minute.
hour.
That is
No.
yeah, it was just a
What's
flat
he
12.
doing?
This is like a slab of iron. You pull up on it and it doesn't budge.
It's like, I was hoping to get some privacy, but I guess not. Then I just start pissing directly on the manhole cover. And I go, God, I really hope nobody comes and robs me away. That would be so awful.
No, he's tempting.
Please make him roll performance.
Yeah, give me a performance. Actually, yeah. Let me hear that
2.
acting. 2? I shouldn't even
Oh.
do anything. Yeah, okay, no. Nothing happens. You piss, nothing happens. You keep walking. Another half hour passes. Now it's dark.
It's dark now.
Yeah.
I use Eyes of Night. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Eyes of Night on Iris and Vanny and Stinksack.
I do have
They're
dark vision.
around.
It gives out 300 feet.
Or 100
Yeah,
feet.
Yeah, the super dark vision.
Alright.
That's for an hour.
I'm standing on top of this building. Do I see suspicious activity in the area?
You get a perception check, please.
With my 300-foot dark vision. Perception. I'm good at 23.
No. Nothing suspicious. You see some people partying in the streets, up on the rooftops. You can see that there's nothing else on top of the rooftops. It's just you, so...
Vanny would like to try to get up on top of the roof.
Why?
Athletics, please.
Cast guidance on Vanny.
Thank you, young man. So I'll do the
Don't
guidance.
fall.
Do the advantage. I'm giving her advantage.
Nat 20 first of all.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
with the guidance, that puts me up to a 21 total.
Scramble,
She
scramble.
crawls up like a spider.
Yeah.
The hair
Just
is
hair.
doing the legwork.
Hair.
Yeah.
She will come and sit like 10 feet back from Stinksack, away from the edge of the roof so that no one can see her. Like, she's not trying to look down, and she just stares up at the sky.
Ah, Jesus, fuck. Where'd you come from?
What the Doc Ock shit is this?
She doesn't seem to notice you. She's
Oh.
just staring at the sky.
V is going to be about 30 feet from John Ralphio, hidden with an 18 stealth. He's going to sit against the wall, and he's going to use minor illusion to create an illusion of a box 5 feet around him while he's sitting down with a little opening so he can watch John Ralphio.
Okay, solid snake.
Solid snake. Got
Right.
Exactly.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I owe you nothing.
Why is that so Canadian? Is that that?
You owe me
You owe me a
Coke,
Coke.
Letter Kenny.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Wait. Do they say Coke?
Cool.
Yeah, he says in the first episode, the first
Huh?
gag, it's like, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Kind of remember that. Maybe.
Very first
Yeah,
episode, it's like the very
A
first
Yeah,
gag.
right at the
a
beginning.
lot happened.
They
Uh,
do. I thought they always said soda though.
we're talking about
Anyway,
soda in
anyway.
general, but the Jinx he says Coke specifically because of Jinx.
Mhm.
Anyway,
So,
Letter Kitty, go watch it, guys. Yeah. So you keep meandering.
Can I, while I'm stealthing, I'll roll my stealth.
I roll two, I guess.
That's 16, and I'm gonna roll perception to see if anybody is watching from behind. Natural 20, so That is
You might see the occasional
22.
person like peek down the alley, be like,
mhm.
they're being weird, but okay. But you do not see anything else. Nothing sticks out. Nothing suspicious.
Craig rolls a nat 1 on stealth,
Oh,
but
jeez.
I think with his passive insight,
Yeah.
he's gonna like try to rework that into actively being a loud drunk guy just over the side of the
You like stumble and knock like a garbage can over, and you're like, what are you doing there? Trying to
Yeah.
play it off. Can I have a performance?
Yeah,
check,
yeah.
please?
Okay.
Right.
I think my charisma's a plus 0.
Higher
Okay,
than mine.
That's much more reasonable. 14.
Okay, you are convincingly playing drunk.
I look at Kira and I say, I don't think this is Water King.
And we use our passive for stealth. Maybe. No. Well, I rolled a 4. So.
Okay.
Trip on a rock.
Yeah, you also make a bunch of noise.
Oh, that's embarrassing for the guy from the Thief Skill.
A bunch of like crows fly away, make a bunch of sound.
So far, the safe stealthing here, it's not going your way, man.
No.
So John Ruffles gonna hear all the commotion behind him. I was like, "Oh my God, they're onto me!" And he's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat and run away.
God damn it!
Oh boy.
Yes!
Oh,
Okay.
That
God.
wasn't the plan.
That wasn't
So,
the plan.
You
God
guys
damn
make
it.
a shit ton of noise. Stinkstack, you're like being quiet, you're being, you're traversing the rooftops, like jumping from one to one, very Assassin's Creed style. You hear a bunch of fucking racket underneath you, and you see like literally deer caught in the headlights with John Ralphio as he zoof, takes off.
And you just hear Stinksack will yell and go, wait, John Ralphio! Does he stop?
Does he stop?
I do not.
He's
Oh,
gone.
God.
Attaboy.
Oh, Stinksack will like step to the edge of the roof and go like, everyone, fuck! Let's go
Everyone,
get
I
him!
have something to say!
Fuck. Be surprised how often
V
I
gets
do
out
that
of the
work.
box.
He goes,
V gets out of the box and heads for the nearest manhole and just tries to lift it.
Oh dear.
Athletics.
Stinksack will drop down from.
I will give you that
Actually-
athletics in a moment. Go. Oh boy, natural 1 with a 0.
You feel yourself like almost pull a muscle trying to lift it.
Mm.
Like you twist the
Damn
wrong
it.
way, and somebody pulls in your back. If you do it again, you won't be able to use your back for like a week.
After
I call out, Iris, get over here,
What?
please, for the love of Sigmar.
After Stinksack climbs down, he says, Frank, help her.
Yeah, I'll give her the help action with lifting the manhole.
I look at V, I'm like, John Ralphie is just running away. Should we get him first?
Hey, I'll be fine. Just open the manhole.
What's your strength?
My strength is a +3, so athletics is a +5. So with
I'm
the
giving
help
her
action from
advantage.
Craig, it's an 18.
I was gonna say if your strength like 17 or 16 even.
My strength is 16, so +3.
It's heavy, but you just lift it up, no roll.
Alright. Like, what's the point of this? Our bait is getting away.
V just looks at Stinksack and just begins to climb down the manhole.
The Iris
Uh-oh.
were tried, but we ultimately a bunch of fucking idiots in our group. So, new plan. Plan B. Take this head on. We're gonna use them muscles of yours. And hey, we got Craig's new wacky stick. Someone go get the wizard. Let's get to business.
I mean, I can go try and get John Ralphio,
How
but he's
fast
probably...
does John Ralphio run away at?
90
90
feet.
Yeah.
Jesus
If I use
Christ.
both my
Turn.
bonus action and my dash action, and I can run for 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck. Does he run home?
No. What my
Uh-oh.
plan would be to run towards the edge of the city, find an entrance to the sewers, and then run the opposite direction.
Oh my god.
Into the sewers?
Into the sewers.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Craig watches the Roadrunner cloud dissipate and just goes, "Yeah, we're not catching him, guys."
Stinksack
fast
already
boy.
like heading into the manhole to follow V. Goes.
I don't know. We leave him.
I yell down at V.
Hey, I'll be back. He didn't leave you to die last time, did he?
Leave him. Fuck it.
I drop down into the.
All right, Craig follows.
Kieran follows, I guess.
I cannot wait to bump into John Ralphio in the sewers.
What took you guys so long?
Craig's gonna smack him.
Like a fucking flash,
Fucking all,
like
all
lightning bolt.
strung up, yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus!
Hold on, I fucked something up here. Ignore me.
I tend to.
Idlin's frozen.
Am I now?
Reload Discord.
It's fine now.
Yeah, it's my connection. You guys were clipping.
Where did all the young people go?
I'm like holding the man cover and I'm like, get on my back. Let's go.
Whee! Let's go to adventure.
Guess we have to get on roll 20 now.
Yeah. Roll 20. You guys can see.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Just a quick
Yeah.
A
question.
lot.
Like,
Based
from
on
where-
what I'm seeing, a lot.
Boy.
From where
Not seeing
I
anything.
was, how long would it have taken me to get
It's
outside
up in the corner.
outskirt of the city?
How fast are you moving in?
90 feet per round. So 90 feet every 6 seconds.
For how long?
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Fuck, that's a lot of moon.
It's a lot. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, a lot. I don't.
So yeah, I go
that,
15
9?
feet a second.
Deja vu.
Just drifting around corners.
It's like,
Um,
what, 9,000 feet?
Fuck, man.
I'm talking about feet.
Yeah, exactly 9,000 feet is how much I
It's
can run.
9,000 feet.
How many feet in a mile? I use.
Like 2,000 something?
Ask the American.
Yeah, I was like, I use metric system. I don't know.
Like 2,000 something, I think.
Say 2,000 miles.
It's a 1.7 miles.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
So you run
Almost wrong.
1.7 miles in 10 minutes.
Exactly. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's not very impressive, is it?
Sure about that?
That's. I mean,
In 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone wants to
Miles-
get down to a 10-minute mile. He's doing a 10-minute 1.7 mile.
that's 2.7
Right,
kilometers.
right.
Yeah.
I'm running a half marathon
In 10 minutes.
A half marathon.
Yeah, as opposed to.
It's not.
A marathon's a 5K, right? So normally people take like half an hour or more to do a marathon. On average. Sure, there's like very, very like powerful athletes do a marathon in like 25 minutes. He's running faster than that.
Okay, the world record for 1 mile is 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah, the world record for like
He cast a magic spell.
exactly. The scrawniest man, magic spell. He's like, there.
Okay.
It's not the fastest.
It's like you could spend like 20 levels in Monk and get like an incredibly fast movement speed, or you could just cast haste.
And moving on.
Yeah. Moving on.
So you guys are here. Let me list the level.
Clamp up, clamp up.
There's shockingly a lot of foliage down there.
Dude, I think that's like moss and lichen.
Yeah, there's like some moss and mushrooms growing on the walls.
Is that your moss?
No relation. Different kind of mushroom. Yeah, and I'll actually reveal it down here as well. You guys can see here.
Why is my nose so itchy?
Who has dark vision?
60
I do.
feet.
I do.
How long does
300.
the 300 feet last?
It was an hour. I don't know how long it's been.
At
It's
least
been
half
half
an hour.
It's been half an hour. Okay.
So yeah, Iris and he have 300 feet dark vision.
And I have it 24/7.
Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I have no torches if we end up needing them. Just putting it out there.
Oh,
I have torches.
I have 60 feet of
I have one.
dark vision.
How do you have one? Normally it's supposed to start with 10.
I don't know. It's the default, so I don't. So I guess I have 10.
Default is in adventuring gear is 10.
That's what I have too. It's one. Be a mistake.
All right, you guys are in the sewer. Would you like to venture forth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow the goblin.
Well,
carefully.
if you
Go
want
ahead,
to do the exploration thing and unsnap the grid, it's super easy. You just hit the tab, and then you scroll down, and there's a little flick bar that says grid, and you click that, and then we can move around freely without being snapped to grid. And then you can just turn the grid back on for combat.
Would it reveal as you go?
No, you're still going to have to
No.
do that. It just makes it so that we don't have to stand in the water halfway because your grid doesn't line up with your map perfectly.
I know what it is. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
So no snap.
Alright. Think Sock will head down.
Okay, as
I
you
will
round
follow
this
Sphinx
corner,
back.
so you can see the bottom down here as well.
Interesting.
You have the 300 or your normal dark vision?
I have 300.
I have
I have
300.
I have 60.
Is it more than an
300 or
hour?
100?
300.
300.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can see.
Yeah.
You can see. You can see farther than you can with like your normal eyes.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
weird
that's it.
feeling. You can see that here, it continues down. There's some like wooden bridges, just like slats of wood, like just like 2x4, like 2x4s just been like laid down to be able to cross across the water, to get to the other side of the sewer. The tunnel down here extends further down. No torches, like it's pitch black. You guys are just using your dark vision, whether magically imbued or natural, to see.
As
Yeah,
we're crossing
coming?
this. Pardon?
One at a time.
V, are you coming with us?
Yes, I'm following. Actually, I tell Festag.
Yeah.
Goblins have good nose, right?
And you see him like sniff. Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't kidnapped people have a certain smell? Sure, you
Or
can
like piss and
work
feet.
your magic.
No, it
Fair enough.
smells. Oh, but by the way, it smells fucking foul down here.
Yeah.
As we're crossing the wood, Craig goes. Let me find the voice. I almost went text in there. God damn it.
What's it?
Studied. Alright. Isn't it a little weird that there's like wood down here?
I was just going to say the same thing, actually, Craig. It doesn't like, or unless I'll ask Will. Does it look natural or added? Like, does this look like the wood is part of built into the city work, or is it like added after the fact?
Is it there to replace broken walkways, or is it there
add
out
walkway?
of?
Yeah, a bit of both. It looks like it's meant to be there. Looking further down, you guys can see with your extended vision that there is a stone walkway here. But you can kind of see here that, like, on this wall section here, it's broken. Maybe here it looks a little broken underneath. It doesn't look, it's not like rotted wood or anything. It looks like it was placed here intentionally. I don't know how many of you know the knowledge of how sewers in ancient cities work as your characters, but you can probably make the assumption that the city put them down here to be able to traverse the sewers for maintenance.
Interesting. Do I hear or smell anything out of the ordinary? Like, can I hear anything like echoing down the hall? Anything other than silence and the sound of like rushing water?
Nope.
Enough.
Nope.
Dead silence.
It's that you hear it sounds like water
Like
dripping.
sewer noises. Yeah.
Typical sewer noises. It like I said, it fucking stinks down here. You might be used to it. Some of you might not.
Does it stink like death, or does it stink like shit?
They are very
If you
different
know, you
smells.
know.
If you
Yeah.
you know, and this stinks like shit.
Okay.
Like a major metropolitan city's sewers.
Honestly, V, not really digging the fact that I have good smell right now.
Well, let's keep exploring until we find something.
Very well. Do you guys want to go left or right? This
I
way.
think we should go
Or
our
this way.
left.
We
Maybe.
should go right.
What about forward?
Forward.
Whichever, let's just pick a side as I walk towards the center.
Okay. Head straight.
Which direction is the water running?
That's a good question. Give me a second here. Can I draw a freehand? It's going like this.
Okay.
Looks like it's coming from the pipes you guys walked past, and starts going in this way.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, we head.
You're heading down. Okay, give me a second here.
Yeah, forward, straight ahead. Let's not get lost in the sewer.
Honestly, got a mind for these kind of things. We'll be able to find our way back. Promise ya.
You always hang out in sewers?
LV, I don't always hang out in sewers. Just know how to find my way back.
Well, you
All
said
the
there
times I
were...
spent in the Badlands, by myself for a long time. Really learned how to memorize a path, if you know what I mean. On my way home, you know.
Give me a second here. Why can't I? Hold on.
Should have just went right and helped out Will.
I'll make it work. Hold on.
Changed my mind. I want to go left. No.
All the rat men are up here.
Swap right past them.
We'll
John
say-
Ralphie runs right into them.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Imagine I
right.
get kidnapped and it was like just as planned.
100%. That's what's going to happen. We're gonna
Great,
walk in on John
great.
Ralphio like strapped up to this fucking thing, being half rat man.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get to play as a rat man.
Video game cutscene style. John Ralphio dangling from a couple of chains over a boiling pot of acid or something. You guys finally showed up! As a party enters the room, like, fighting stance.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, to...
Ratman boss fight initiates.
Please,
The Rat
no.
King Elspar appears at the top of the screen.
No. Did Will say
Please,
how
no.
many manhole covers there were above ground? Like how frequent?
Many.
The city.
Yeah, like every
Block?
75 feet or so, there's like one. There's
Okay.
very often.
So there should be exits here too.
Yes. That's not gonna work at all. Well,
Emerge and.
shut up.
You love yelling that during my campaign.
Because it's funny. What are you guys here?
So what are we planning to do if we do find a bunch of ratmen? Because
Same thing we did to the beastmen. We kill them all and we rescue people. Or the loot, whichever.
I'm not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Carrier.
We could always ask to see if they're willing to, I don't know, turn themselves in or perhaps become our loyal servant.
If I know anything
Why?
about rat men, they ain't turning themselves in.
I love that
It's little
optimism, though.
bastards.
But you didn't say they would become our loyal servants, so there's a chance.
That is true. They are weak little creatures.
Oh, there we are. Oh, there we go.
Single file on the.
Stinksack will head down this bridge.
Yeah.
I follow Stinksack.
I'm gonna
Follow the
take up.
road.
I'll pick up the rear.
Yeah, you will.
Iris,
Okay.
would you like to go ahead? I'm picking
Yeah.
up the rear. I'm picking up the rear.
Well, I'd be behind.
Jesus Christ, he's drunk.
All right.
This place is huge.
I guess I'll just
He's
follow
next,
this
Stinksack.
D and
Fine.
Stinks. I can do it.
Do
Me?
we hear anything different? down here?
No, I'm just really tired. I was up at 5:30 this morning.
I was just saying because your connection cut out. You're like,
Yeah, your
jumping
connection.
in and out.
You're not drunk. The connection is.
Me?
No, the connection. Yes, to you.
Me?
There it is.
Your connection is not going great.
Oh, do we hear anything or see anything?
I have a range extender and everything. It should work.
Oh, it was fine the
Why?
most of the night until
Yeah,
now.
it's just
Fine,
now.
don't worry about it.
That's fine though.
Yeah.
No, Stinksack, you do not hear anything out of the ordinary.
Over here.
Wow, he ran.
Whoa.
Whoa, he ran.
Okay. If you look down here, there's just more sewer.
And a lot of white space.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Did you? Oh, what?
Seems this seems out of the ordinary.
Right here. What is this?
Someone was drunk filling that.
There. Shut up now. What?
The Matrix is showing.
Oh, that's why. Hold on.
Mmm.
Hold on.
We fixing?
Hold on.
Ah. What is happening?
There we go.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey, Stinkstack, buddy. Just out of curiosity, is there like a plan to how we're going through the sewers, or are you just
Tyler, can
Mapping
you-
it in my brain.
Making an awful lot of noise as we do.
You're sprinting across the makeshift bridges. It was one of the bridges, and they creak under your weight. So you pick up speed. You start scouting up ahead, as is your natural instinct, right?
Right.
So these are creaking and kind of thing. And you hear like a crack as you run across another one of them.
I'm gonna go down this side where all the stone work is.
Can I get an acrobatics check from you, Steve?
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. And can get one more as you come down to the bottom here.
Across here.
7.
Okay. So as you're
I want to
crossing-
mention, I'm right behind him. I am following him. I'm close.
Are you running to keep up with them?
Yeah, I'm right with him. I'm not leaving it on my side.
Okay.
He's the tracker. I'm sticking with him the whole time.
I just want to go back a second here.
Yeah, of course.
Here and here. Let's move you guys just up a sec. We can also get 1 acrobatics from you, please.
Cool.
Following, but
That's
I'm
an
not
11.
running.
11? Okay. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
So as you guys round this corner here, you realize that, okay, no, maybe we can, like, instead of, like, taking our time, let's try to do a little quick search. Try to pick up the pace and see if we can find John Ralphio, because maybe he's lost in here. Seems like as you round this corner and you come down this bridge here, you hear a loud snap as one of the middle boards cracks under your weight as you're sprinting across it. You trip up and you fall off the side into the water here.
Fuck! The water deep?
Try to catch him, clearly failing.
You reach out at the last second, you hear the snap, you go, wait, what's that? And you go to catch him, right into the water.
Yeah.
You're not quite submerged, but it is very deep.
My hand!
What do you mean I'm not submerged, but it's deep?
So
You're like up to your tits.
yeah, like you fall in.
Oh, okay.
Your head doesn't go under the water, but your feet touch the ground. But it's like, because you're shorter,
Yeah.
it would be like hip level on someone else.
Is the water cold?
Yeah, a little chilly. Not freezing, but it's disgusting.
Poop water.
More like this. Hey, help me out. And I throw my
I
arm.
help him out. I just reach out.
Okay, you grab his hand and you start pulling him up. Tyler, what's your armor class?
17. Well, 17 with my shield.
Yeah.
So 15, I guess.
Do you have your shield out? Like, were you running with your bow, or did you have like,
I guess I would have my shield out. I would
Yeah.
have been running with my shield and my spear. 17.
Okay.
Oh no. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
I just want to make sure something here. Plus, oh god, yeah, that hits. Okay.
God, that hits, he says.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
As
Yeah.
you get pulled out, can you make a DC 16 strength save?
Jesus.
Oh my god.
24.
Oh, okay, fine, okay. As you get pulled out of the water, a giant tail emerges from the water as well and swipes across, smacking you in the back. Basically, not helping you knock out of the water on top of the sidewalk, the boardwalk again, as the water seems to be disturbed. You don't see anything.
The Jesus was Craig yelling as the tail came out.
Did anybody see what kind of tail it looked like?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
about to ask.
I was about to ask.
Looks like a tail.
An alligator tail?
Reptilian,
like
mammalian, rodentia, what?
Yeah, the reptilian in nature. Sure, I'll give you guys that.
Reptilian.
Okay, we saw a reptile.
Are
So
they-
Stinkback is incredibly as he flies out back onto the
Are there crocodiles in
the
this sewers?
pathway, and I go like, fuck! And I like push myself back up onto the ground, pulling at my spear, and like just like aiming it at the water. Like looking at V, I go like, "Hey yourself! I don't know what the fuck that was, but it really hurt."
Dude, I've heard about this, bro. Like years ago, there was this surge of people buying baby crocodiles as pets, but then they got too big, so they flushed them all.
I yell out, Kieran! Those who cannot see in the dark, they're in danger. Quick! As I just draw my swords.
You start yelling?
Yeah, I
I
yell
think
out.
everyone can,
Okay.
I think
Goddamn.
everyone can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Everyone blinks at you in dark vision.
Yeah.
Me, I want
Wait,
to
no,
make-
the thing lasted only for 1 hour.
Yeah, it was half
Wait,
an
I'm
hour.
You used it again?
No.
It's been half an hour, and you guys have been traveling for like maybe 5 minutes, if that. So it's still effective for.
Oh, you used it when you went in the sewers? I didn't catch that part.
No, I used it at nightfall.
Or before we went into the
When it got
sewers.
dark, you guys traveled for another half hour, failed your stealth rolls, and spooked John Ralphio, and you took off.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you said at one point it's been more than an hour
No.
for the thing. Okay, never mind. I don't do that. I still yell out like, "What the hell was that?" But yeah.
Can I try to identify what kind of creature it is?
You're in a nature check with disadvantage.
Damn it.
Natural 20 is coming right up.
Disadvantage is a 2.
Some strange sewer creature that you might not know.
It has a tail, so that narrows it down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do you guys do anything else?
Are you making us fight crocodiles in the sewers, William?
Maybe.
What do I look like? Crocodile guy?
Croxivore?
Think that what happened?
You said it was like came up to like my nipples area. So like I'm like 4 feet tall, so
Yeah, okay, so yeah.
3 feet deep,
Yeah.
roughly. Think Zach will just jab his spear directly into the ground roughly where he was.
Okay, maybe tackle.
I'm still yelling, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not being quiet.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Iris, like,
Natural
looks at
20.
the like, oh shit.
A total of 25.
Good.
Hold that thought. What's your AC?
AC?
No,
Fuck,
Ben's.
it's 17. Oh, okay.
Mine?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. As you keep yelling, you're trying to start the party. Out of the water, indeed, comes out a giant crocodile.
A giant crocodile. Oh shit.
Not a regular crocodile.
I really hope he's
El
eating that
Crocodilo
fucking natural
Gigante.
20.
Uh-oh.
Ah, it's true what they say. Everything is
there.
bigger and outdoors.
Oh, that's a fine beauty she is.
Doesn't quite fit there. But yeah, it just bursts out of the water as it makes a chomp at you because you're yelling and on top of one of the bridges. I get an 18 to hit.
Ooh.
A
Yikes.
giant crocodile is huge? Or
Yes,
is that just
Oh fuck.
shit?
it's huge.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
That's why it's called giant crocodile.
Guess a normal crocodile is large, so giant. Easy.
Would make sense. Would make sense. Yes.
Note to self,
16
lizard
points
men
of
can easily
piercing.
ride giant crocodiles.
Alright. I'm still standing.
And I want you to make me a acrobatics or dex save, actually. A dexterity save.
Dexterity save?
Yeah.
15.
Are we rolling initiative?
15.
Yeah.
You are currently grappled
Uh-oh.
as it bites into the
Damn.
bridge, breaking the bridge here, essentially, and starts pulling Ben into the water. And that is where we're going to call it.
Nice.
Cool.
For
Is my natural
tonight.
20 gonna go off though?
Yes.
The plan's gonna fail because John Ralph is gonna have to save the day.
I'm gonna
I'm
make
like,
it.
I was supposed to be saved, you dumbasses.
Stick sack. Crit on the croc.
Damn.
No damage. Okay, I'm just add to the notes at the beginning because like it's you went to stab in as it came out, so it bites
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
V and you stab into it. It left itself exposed essentially because it was trying to attack V instead, and you get it like right in the ear or something.
I love it.
And you're gonna eat it. But yeah, that's where we're gonna call that there as V is being dragged into
Ew.
these sewer waters by a giant croc.
He
And
just took
we'll-
16 damage.
Yes.
Ben,
Yep.
at least it's not a rat man this time.
I don't care. I'm just happy we're fighting already. Like, God.
I
Anyways.
just fucking dealt 30 damage to our level 2s. I'm fucking at 2 hit points. I'm
Oh,
sure he's
shit.
similar.
I have 1 hit point.
Eat some
That's
good
fine.
berries, you'll feel better.
You just didn't need to disturb the water, guys.
Yeah.
If you would have kept walking, you
good.
wouldn't have fallen through or touched the water. Unless you jumped into the water, then that would have been bad. But yeah, so we'll pick up in the next 2 weeks, where we'll see if Ben survives the crocodile encounter. The party can defeat this sewer menace. So thank you all for
And
my,
don't
uh,
forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's episode was sponsored by the one, the only, Turd Ferguson.
Thank
It's a
you,
funny
Turd.
name.
It's funny.
Rest in peace.
Thank you everyone for coming. Have yourself a great day.